Hello, welcome back to the Gamer's Tale. Today we're going to follow the adventures of the party. Last time they were on, they were in. We're hearing buzzing feedback from Frederick as he just got in.
Sorry, I told you skin on my teeth, man.
Okay. Anyway, they were in the basement of Houtter Castle, where they found within a magical painting Athyer Folcey, a member of the Order of Ethod, who still thinks the war is going on and is unfamiliar and has had the harsh news broken to him that everything he knows is lost. Everything and everyone. We'll resume there. The party is planning on either exploring the rest of this dungeon or trying to escape to the surface. What will they do? What will they find? Let's find out.
Will Tread stop eating dead bodies?
We know
No,
that's gonna. We know that is definitely not going to stop,
that's not going to stop until someone gives him food poisoning.
and maybe not even stop then.
Temporarily.
Fair. So I kind of want to finish out looking at this basement. Just see the rest of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have any issues with that, or
No, I wanted to do that actually.
okay, go raiding for some magical shit.
Oh yes.
What can you tell me about this door?
If I remember correctly, it is a normal wooden door. It is a bit stuck. Of course, thought I didn't realize that this door is still not dealt with, and I didn't pull up my information for it. But it is a rather sturdy door, but it doesn't appear to be hard to get into.
Okay, could I just try it before I try using the crowbar? Just try and get in. Maybe just
Banging it in, or just pushing it?
push.
Okay. You push against it. You feel some resistance, but the latch seems to be a bit rusted, and you're able to push it open, breaking the locking mechanism.
Okay, so we're in. Cautiously. I'm kidding. I don't do anything cautiously.
Oh yeah.
It sure is dark in here.
Sorry, I am just getting some back end stuff done, and
You're good. You're good. Good game. So if I look left, does it continue? Or
you look left and you see just a solid wall.
okay. I want to make sure. I'm gonna come up here and go around this corner. I'll keep going around the corner. If this thing would. Yeah, let's go left. All good adventurers go left before they die.
That's
And
funny.
as they die,
Does that mean they go right after they die?
No, they just die.
what's left of them goes right and left when they're divided in two.
Depends on what level the fireball spell is.
Surge.
True.
Jesus Christ. This is the longest hallway ever. I swear if this dead ends, I'm gonna come through this computer trunk.
Okay, I won't tell you whether it dead ends or not, but you notice that this is a more dusty and less used part of it, and I can tell you that it eventually kind of dead ends. Just to save yourself some time, I can just reveal it now, and
But yeah,
you know.
let's do
Okay,
that instead of a
anything down there?
corner game.
there is nothing down there. It's just a readout that's
Oh,
there
okay.
to confuse the hell out of everyone into great frustration.
Okay. What about this door? What can you tell me about this door?
It is a simple locked wooden door. Or sorry, it's a simple wooden door.
But
Busting
it
the
is
door
unlocked.
Oh. It is locked.
Okay. Does anyone have anything that can open this?
I think I did take knock.
Oh,
I think there was also a key that you guys picked up last time as well.
That might
Maybe?
help.
I don't recall. I don't have a key in my... I have the demon face key.
That's probably the one he's talking about.
Let's try the demon face key.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that was the one you found last time, but it unlocks the door. It
Dig it.
opens.
I smell a trap.
Fuck it. I'm already at this point. Yeah.
Hello.
Inside,
What the hell is
inside
that?
that is a scarecrow.
Oh.
Inside, you see one of these continual objects that you come across. This one does not seem to be moving. It is completely stationary, arms outstretched like it is standing in a field. Instead of the usual sacks that you've been noticing have been used as the heads for most of these, this one has this very old, very shriveled looking gourd or pumpkin like head. Completely smooth.
Let me ask this question now. Do I feel the need to make a save?
No, you do not.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at it with my sword just because it's a scarecrow. It fucking freaks me out.
Okay.
Righteous Avenger 9.
As you do that, suddenly two eyes appear in the gore's face, and a wicked smile cracks open. It shrinks back from your sword, dodging it nimbly. You hear the similar voice that happened when you opened the first secret door in the dungeon appear not in front of you, but hearing it emanating from this thing. And it says, "So you finally made it. Took you a lot longer than I expected."
Look, there's a lot of doors, okay? We didn't bring the right people. A lot of doors. You don't put so many doors in the way.
Oh, but doors are meant to keep things out.
But you want
And
me
they're
to
so much fun.
in. Anyway. I do have a sidebar though.
Yes.
Would I get my second attack?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Do we want to try to reason with this thing? Just something out of the blue. I'm thinking not. I'm just guessing around here.
Does it seem...
I'm gonna say Frederick would not, just because.
Just because he's Frederick and he's the way he is.
What?
No,
I-
not true. Not true. Just because he's been attacked by these things before. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
You attack me once, I can forgive you. 6 times, 7
Yeah.
times,
No.
you're a target from now on.
Okay. I didn't figure I would either, but I just thought, as a matter of course, I mean, it can talk.
I don't know if it talked or something spoke through it.
Or if something is possessing it, we should probably find whatever that is and then talk to whatever it is.
Anybody got a charm pumpkin spell?
But this is no. Actually, I do. It's called Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my second longsword. Yeah, 15. Does that hit?
Yes, it does. As you cut through it, it appears to kind of like the blade glides through this thing way too easily. There's no resistance either from the hay or the clothing that would be on it, and it kind of shimmers like that weird black purplish glitter that came out of the room that when you open the secret door, and it reforms into a scarecrow.
Just for giggles, I'm gonna use my savage attacker just so I can get more than a 5. 6.
Okay.
Good boy. Have it.
Oh, you're a feisty one. I see. No, I sense. You let him out of the painting. What do you intend to do with him?
Well, we kind of didn't let him out. We kind of just came out and well, scared the bejesus out of us. First off, item number 2. I don't know. Take him to the surface. Use him as a guide through this town.
That will do you well.
Who are you?
Me? I
No,
am
the other
Abster.
disenchanted voice.
I am Abster, the
Okay.
lord of this location.
Like this building, this city, this area as in the underground. Gotta be specific. You people down here don't like being specific. Is it too much to get a straight answer?
Make a history check or a memory check, whatever you would call that one.
I'll go with history. 10.
All right. You are familiar with the name Abster, is particularly in the research that Lundgren and Johanna did in the library up in Crosswood about the Lumbian civilization.
That was when I was staring at that the priest or preacher person outside.
Yep.
Standing there staring at him, just like this guy fucking. He's getting close to a smack.
All right. Lundgren, you remember that Abster is what the Lumbians considered a god of false knowledge.
Lie.
Not necessarily full on lies, but of
Half truth.
kind of half truths.
Huh. Okay. So if
But
he's
to your
Hmm.
but to your question, everything here is mine.
Everything like.
Are there any
Yeah,
like
I'm
apples on the
making an
ground I
answer.
can pick up as this yours?
What was that?
Never mind.
everything here is mine, which
Like-
means maybe only some of the things are his, or he thinks everything is his and it's really not.
More than likely, he stole it. In which case,
Or-
it's not his at all. You're
Which
a
means
usurper, aren't
everything really belongs to somebody else and he just inherited it from bumping off the owners.
you? Nah, he's probably a usurper.
Well, you're Ethod, and he gestures to your tabard. He fought quite hard, and his forces were very annoying to me for a very long time. However, they eventually succumbed, and now this is mine.
What's this?
This
Yeah,
city, this
I think-
town, this castle.
Is it just
All
this city? Okay, you're being specific now. I like that.
all of the Lumbians, they came to worship me. Only for a select few, those of your order, were the ones that held up any attempt at progress that I tried to make down here. All I wished was to be worshipped and to have these things brought to me. To gain knowledge, to gain power. Is there anything wrong with that?
Power or knowledge?
Either.
No, it's just what you're willing to do to get them.
Yeah, true. I mean, I do believe that generally the ends, the ends should justify the means, but there's a line. It's a soft line, but there's a line.
Well, it appears he crossed it a long time ago.
Oh, he's miles fast. I mean,
Oh,
he's
the
slaughtered people. That's beyond it.
Oh, the conflict was between two different ideologies. Nothing different, nothing dissimilar to what has happened for thousands of years.
That's
For the
maybe.
most
Oh, keep going. Sorry.
For the most part, the Lumbians were happy to join me. It was only a select few that decided that whatever that we were doing was distasteful.
So you killed them.
Only because they tried to kill us.
Just because I feel
Or
like
at least my followers.
sorry about that. Just because I feel like Frederick would be getting a little bored at this moment, I'm gonna take the longsword and like poke it at him, see if it goes back through.
It does.
Okay.
It goes really easily.
Okay, so it's all an illusion, but not an illusion.
If I cast light inside the pumpkin head, will his eyes and mouth glow?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's
He's
try that.
actually already doing that. It's actually this kind of deep red that's emanating from it.
Yo, who has what is it? Thaumaturgy or prestidigitation that can change the color of fire?
I think
I
it's
think that's
thaumaturgy.
I think that's thaumaturgy. Yeah, I have that. I think Yoan has it too.
Can we make it pink? Don't use thaumaturgy on this thing.
I can
Make it
make it
pink.
pink. I'll cast thaumaturgy to make the fire pink.
Does it work?
All right, so the red light that's coming out of it turns this very fluorescent pink. It's actually kind of nice. It works really well with the aesthetic in here. It's like
Is Abster aware of this, or is he oblivious?
he kind of chuckles. I'm amused by this, and he kind of plays his straw-like hand in front of it, and he kind of looks at the light glinting off of it. This pleases me, but still,
All right, he's getting a little creepy now.
Okay, I
you're
can
in my
dismiss
domain.
it.
I wish that you do your business. You do not obstruct anything within my realm, and you return to your own.
Can you define obstructing?
Oh, don't go around killing my adherents for no reason, and you should be
Who are
fine.
those? Are they the straw people?
The straw people are my servants. They're only
Well,
doing their job to keep people out.
I'll make you a deal. Honest deal. If they don't attack me or mess with my group, we won't kill them.
I can guarantee that the straw men will no longer attack you on sight.
On site. What would make them
That
attack?
indicates a few things.
Well, if you attack them, would you resist an attack made against you, or would you defend yourself?
Well, no. Wait, are you asking if I attack them and they attack back? Would I defend myself or attack them? Your question. Phrasing, bud. Wording. Are you asking if I was attacked, would I defend myself? Or,
Yes.
well, I think it would depend upon the attack. Like if it's a little mouse, meh. But yeah, I'd defend myself.
If someone such as you, wielding two swords, came swinging at you, would you defend yourself accordingly?
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so like, what if I just like say rude things about its mother?
They have no mothers. They are made out of straw.
What if I say rude things about their father? Technically, you made them. You're their father.
Well, are those things true?
Lawyers. I don't
Wait,
I don't really know you, so I'm just saying stuff.
People or
To be honest, I'm just gonna hurl insults and rude things at them and see what happens.
Abster seems really amused by this interaction, and you could just see like his straw-like chest is just kind of heaving just a little bit with laughter.
Can you stop that? That's really creepy. It's a straw man. It shouldn't breathe. That's odd. It's already talking. That's weird. Let's not do the laughing, breathing thing.
Let's put it this way: is it really a straw man?
Oh no, that was Frederick speaking to Abster. Just like, whoa, that's a little hard, creepy there.
What, this is what I look like. I cannot really change anything about my normal appearance any than you can.
So you actually look like the thing in front of us currently?
Why, yes.
Not what I was expecting, but okay.
I mean, the images that the Lumbians crafted of me were based upon my own appearance. I can sense, while it is not magical, you have an item that was made in my image in your possession.
Ah, shit. It's the amulet, isn't it?
It's not the amulet, it's that small scarecrow-shaped piece of artwork that you found with 4 other things that look like temples.
That's
In the
right,
hole.
we did. I forgot about that.
That's right.
The art pieces. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a little conflicted now, but
Just a tad.
it was very nice to meet you, Abster, absolute,
Abster.
Vodka man.
Abster, right? This has been kind of creepy. Yeah, you're a scarecrow guy, and we're gonna go now. See you later.
All right.
And with that,
Have
I am.
fun.
That's
As he says that,
concerning. That's concerning.
as he says that, he just bursts into this large cloud of this black glitter again, and just dissipates into the air.
Oh,
Okay.
So it was an illusion, and Tread just got sprayed.
I mean, I think Tread's okay.
Yeah.
Quick question. I'm still a raptor. Could I smell could I smell the pumpkin and straw? Like, was it actually there physically?
I mean, I couldn't touch it, so I don't think it was really there. That's weird, dude. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
if he was trying to cut
The
it,
music.
I just want to be sure. Like, could I smell the straw? Could I smell the pumpkin?
There is a bit of a straw smell.
What does straw smell like?
Smells like heaven, honestly. Fresh cut hay on a good summer evening.
It smells like really robust grass.
It's
That's
just
what
great.
it is.
God, it's great.
Smells like grass on steroids.
To be
Okay.
honest, cut grass does smell really good.
It does.
I don't know. You guys live out Midwest. So I'm like, have you ever done hay work?
No, we haven't, but we smelled hay.
not
We've
yet.
used a lot of hay around the
Oh.
house, like reinforce areas
For-
against cold,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
and stuff
no.
like cat houses.
When I was younger, I used to do a lot of like field work, and hay was my favorite thing because afterwards, at the end of the day, there's just this thick smell of hay on you, and it's great. Anyway, let's okay. So these stairs down here, where do they go?
we don't
If
know
I remember
because it was full
correctly-
of rubble.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh,
You have to clean it up.
I really don't. Does anyone have like mold earth?
No, I don't. I didn't pick that one.
I don't.
Tread, you're a druid. No.
I can't tell you that though because I'm a raptor.
God dang it.
Anybody
I
who's
can
not a
shake
druid
my head
can
no.
communicate with animals.
I can shake my head no though.
Tread, does the raptor speak any languages?
I shake my head.
Okay, that
Wait,
works.
wait. You shake your head no or shake your head yes?
I got mage hand. I could like pick up a 5-pound.
Yeah.
Some of these stones are bigger than your guys' torsos.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, I mean, our two primary casters, I doubt they've been to the gym ever. The lizard man, he's probably been to the gym once or twice.
As the raptor, I do like an arm flex.
So raptors have really- Raptors have these
you
little
see the raptor just do a little arm flex. You see this little mound appear where its bicep would be, and it kind of strains just a little bit, and he levels his arm.
Okay, so I'm gonna begin finding my way
Tap
Back.
my claws on my bicep.
back out of this area, back up here. Let's go. Let's find our dude. Where's the dude?
He's
The
by
penguin
the
man.
door,
left
isn't
the
he?
dude. You left the dude right on that staircase, and he's just asleep there. He's mostly unconscious, I guess you would say.
The
He's-
painting
he-
guy.
Painting guy, yeah.
Okay, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Athyer Folcey.
Athyer.
Aether.
How long
Ether?
would we have been down here by now?
It's probably been an hour or two, at least 3. Unless you mean in the entire Lumbian civilization, you've been about a day or 2. It's getting late in the 3rd day.
But
We
in
need to
this
sleep at some
section, in
point.
this like dungeon area, it's been like
In- It's been an hour, maybe 2.
because I lose my B shape at 2 hours.
Okay.
All right. So as far as this debris, I mean, we could clean it up. I don't.
I'm gonna say as
I
the
have some
DM, just to save
strength.
time, you're not gonna be clearing it because there's nothing down there. Otherwise, I
Oh.
wouldn't have had it full of rubble.
I thought you were just trying to entice us to do a little investigatory work and.
No, like the tunnel down there is collapsed.
That wasn't the
Okay.
only stairway, though, was it? I mean,
No,
this
there's
is the
another
other one.
stairway that leads up into the castle proper.
oh,
Oh, now we have to go back where we came from, don't we?
Well, I kind of want to go up and explore the city a little bit. Like take Mr. Ether with us and explore the city some.
You can do that.
Is everyone cool with that, or
we're going up the stairs.
yeah, gonna go up
Are we
there?
going back outdoors?
Well, technically, I think yeah.
Yes.
I mean, unless everyone wants to take like a rest right now, or what? I don't know how everyone is, but
I think I'm
I'm
at max.
about halfway down as far as that goes, but otherwise it's fine. I'm trying to think, because on one hand, I wanted to go to try to explore the first floor of the other dungeon we didn't really explore, but it's kind of big.
That's literally 4 or 5 miles from here.
Oh, then heck with it for now. Then
yeah, let's go.
That would be
Oh,
that would be
sorry.
the place you take to go back to the surface because you know that's the way out.
oh, I forgot. In the underground castle, there are a lot of other places we haven't explored, like at the north and west sides. That's where Frederick wants to go, I bet.
Yes.
What? Yeah, I want to go explore the city.
Okay.
You want to explore the city of Jargai.
I
Yep.
want to take Mr. Athyer. I'll go with
Folcey.
Athyer.
Folcey.
Folsey
Is his
work.
last name.
Folsey.
Folcey. I like
Okay.
Folcey better. It's easier. I'll take
Mhm.
Folcey with us. Have him lead us around. He's had a nice nap. A little short rest. We'll take him. He'll show us around the city. We'll find some cool stuff. You know. But just between the four of us here, how does everyone feel about just saying "fuck you" that absolute guy, and just wrecking his shit?
I mean, he seems like he's evil, and
Does seem like a dude.
Ev-
Exactly right.
as a protector, I think that would kind of be a bad thing
I agree.
that we need to go eradicate if and when we can.
Well, I mean, if we can start like chipping away, right? At least we could like right some of the wrongs,
Yeah.
and then maybe we'll prove ourselves to the order. I'm gonna assume it's probably the Order of Ethod.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, me too. If they were fighting this guy for
Yeah.
centuries or however long.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense with the guys that actually, Trent.
Hmm.
Remembering back to when we met the little guy that I stabbed and Sledge.
Gutaw.
Gutaw, yeah, Gutaw that I stabbed. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
about
that little goblin thing or something.
Oh, no, he wasn't like
No,
that.
he-
The old
Who's
old
this
man.
short little
that was-
man who you abused in a mine
That
shaft?
was
Wait a
with
minute,
the illusion.
And then I
Listen.
gave my armor to.
It was necessary
Yeah.
to stab him. Item number 2. Would I recall seeing any symbols matching what I have on currently, what they were wearing?
You couldn't really tell what they were wearing. They were wearing mostly things that make them look nondescript, despite the fact that Sledge himself was 7 to
Noticeable.
8 feet tall.
Yeah.
He was mainly wrapped in what you would consider burlap or leper's clothing, so that people might stay more away and not take too much of a notice of him.
Okay, that would make sense. I'm still gonna assume that they're the Order of Ethod. That would make a lot of sense here, but that's probably metagaming too much. Let's stop before rocks fall. But yeah, let's go explore the city. Let's go find some magical shit. Let's go push in absolutes, push in his shit and ruin his day, and then let's just skedaddle back to the surface and cause another war. Let's do it.
Oh my!
Or not cause a war. One of the two. Either one's fine.
It's
Well,
happening either way.
I'm okay with causing war for a good reason.
Right? Ends justify the means.
But we
Okay.
have to make sure we have all the information before we start antagonizing fools.
Okay. We'll leave Abster alone. We're still going to insult the straw men.
No,
If they swing the first punch, we got it.
to an extent, I'm fine with harassing him because I think I don't know, he feels a little slimy.
Exactly right. This feels dirty. Okay, so remind.
Oh man,
What is
I forgot
Athyr's
how
name
big this
again?
place was.
Athyer Folcey.
Oh, so we're in that.
Folcey. So we're gonna wake up Folcey. I just say, hey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Let's go explore a city.
As you touch him, he kind of almost puts you in an arm lock. Like
Whoa!
he's used to.
I wanna athletics that shit. Ain't nobody putting me in an arm lock.
He almost puts you in an arm lock. Like he gets it right about there, and he gets right about just starting to almost loop his arm around yours, try to get behind your elbow, but he kind of catches himself. He's still a bit on edge. What?
No one makes me bleed my own blood. Dodgeball references. Anyone, please.
I got it.
Thank you. My life is a. I speak in memes and references to movies.
I
It's
speak
horrible.
in references to SpongeBob, so I can relate.
That's an odd one, SpongeBob. Anyway, sorry. Let's keep going.
Okay. So you leave Houtter Castle and make your way through the major gates. Folsey is unsure into your intentions, and so I would suggest you kind of explain what you want him to do.
Okay.
He turns to you and says, "What are we doing?"
Folsey, we have a big job. Can we give you a secret and you keep it? Well, first off, are you with us, Folsey?
Against whom?
But are you with us? Yes or no? Right now.
Yes.
Insight check. I want to insight check him.
Okay, you roll for an insight check.
19. Do I believe his lying ass?
He seems genuine. He seems more concerned about your intentions than he is trying to actively trick you.
Okay. I'm just gonna tap him like that was a test. You passed. Good sign, Folsey. So we met Abster. Abster's your enemy, right?
Yes, he's a large pain in the ass, and his people have been fighting me and the Order and literally anything that they can for I can't remember when, and I was fighting them in that painting for I don't remember how long. Next thing I know, I'm here.
All right, Folsey. Check this, right? We met the guy. Don't like him. Seems like a douche. Lundgren says seems evil. I can't help but agree with that. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna fuck up his shit. We're gonna start another war, and we're gonna rebuild the Order. What do you say?
He taps you on the chest and says, and he suddenly leans and he says, "The war never ended." And he leans back.
Well, you know what? You didn't get the W this time, so I'm trying to get you a W.
That's fine with me.
All right, let's do this. All right, Folsey. This is Jargai City, right? The city of Jargai. Which one is it?
City of Jargai.
Okay. I don't know if, they do the weird city thing.
It's just Jargai. You can call it Jargai City, City of Jargai. It's like New York, New York.
All right. So this is Jargai. Let's, first off, do you know anyone who might still be alive?
I've been in a painting.
That's a fair point. So we're going to go with no. Number 2, we need supplies. Lots of supplies. Where can we find 1, magical stuff, 2, potiony stuff, 3, weapons and armor?
I don't know. We were strapped almost for everything. We had taken the city, and before we could have fully explored all of it, there was a massive counterattack where the east walls were heavily assaulted by Abster's forces, and I was assigned to the eastern part of the city, kind of a scouting group. And before I know it, someone had breached some part of the wall, or there was forces that were already inside that we had missed on our first pass through, and they just came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden I'm just continually fighting, and it felt like I felt fought forever, and then all of a sudden you guys are in front of me.
Okay. Okay. Sidebar. I want to kind of take a look at this guy. How is his equipment? You know, what's is he like? What's his equipment? What's he running low on?
He looks like he's worn some sort of hide armor, like leather,
Okay.
but it has seen better days. It looks like it's almost rotting off of them from constant use, like someone had left it out in a rainstorm and decided to hit it with a hail of arrows, sword blows, and axes. Like this
Oh.
thing is almost just hanging off of him by the seams.
Okay. Um, kind of just look at him like, well, before we start running around, let's get you some better stuff. Do you have a preference on weapons?
He's still kind of clutching onto a hand crossbow that he has. And when you did first encounter, he had a longsword. He says, "Really, I could use anything right now."
I have a longbow. Would you like a longbow?
That's not really my style.
You just told me anything, bud.
I'll take a longbow. Fine.
Well, you know what? I have all these bolts for my crossbow, and
They
I
wouldn't fit a
rarely.
hand crossbow.
That's what I'm getting to. And I very rarely shoot this thing. I've shot it like twice, maybe 3 times, without much success. So I would like to give him my light crossbow and my 35 bolts, just so he has weapons other than just a sword.
Oh, he doesn't have a sword that broke when he hit you.
Oh, well, I'll give him one of my. You know what? I'll give him a scimitar.
I thought you were gonna say you
I
were
have
gonna
like
give him
4
one
of
of his dozen longswords.
No, those all have a purpose. They're all mine.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Okay,
I will
he
take the light crossbow and the bolts and a scimitar, just so I can get rid of some shit.
he straps the scimitar to his waist, and he takes the light crossbow and slings the bolts to his side. And you're used to seeing fighting men, and this guy seems to know his crap. Like he's done this probably for a long time, and he would probably be really good to have in a fight.
Yeah, 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 yeah. All
Okay.
right. So, all right. Now that we got you some weapons, we're gonna need to find you some armor. So let's go find some armor. You said you were a scout previously, so I'm gonna put you in the front. Don't worry, I'm gonna be behind you, and then we'll have the magic casters in the back to fucking blast you.
He just
We
kind
bring
of
up the rear.
Yeah, that's
he nods in a grim fashion that you expect, and he begins to take off. Come on, there we go. He takes off in the direction. Come on, of the large gates that lead to Houtter Castle.
wait, what? Where's he going?
Which
South?
direction?
He's going roughly around here.
Oh, okay.
Because I was
As
thinking that Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
as he takes off through, he starts winding through side streets and across several open fairs, and you hear every so often kind of this scuffing noise, and catch glimpses of seems to be more scarecrows than there were before when you came in, but they don't seem hostile. They seem mainly like they're just walking around, sweeping the floor with their feet.
Okay, am I finding?
So they're also watching us.
Obviously. Let me ask this question: Am I seeing any other people?
No. You're not seeing these streets are mostly deserted, except for the odd scarecrow.
I mean,
And sometimes you'll see kind of a dark, maybe humanoid shadow, and then it quickly darts away.
even if I
It
look
does.
like, oh, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Even Folsey doesn't seem to be paying attention to stuff like that, but there are, from smells and other things as he leads you through the area, that there seems to be something humanoid living there, but not necessarily a lot of them. If they are very well hidden, or you're just stone blind.
Okay.
Oh, was that all?
Or both.
Or both.
So my thought process was that a market and stores would be close to the center of a town or city. So I'd like to try and like tell him, hey, let's go towards the center, start there, work our way out.
You get his attention, you communicate this to them. He he grimly nods at you in recognition, and he continues his path because he was roughly moving toward the center of the city already.
Okay, I just make sure you know. Yeah, so just keep my eyes open for anything that could look like a shop, market, something like that.
Someplace to
As you
buy
go
and sell things.
through,
Hello?
Lose our DM.
Ty, are you still here
You there?
too?
So you guys ready for a battle royale?
I'm
Who's
gonna be
battling?
honest. I think
Us.
I might win.
I was gonna say.
I'm going
who's
for
all
Ralph.
for-
I'm going for Ralph first. He has the most powerful spells of the group. Ty's going to be an issue because he has range. Tread. My only issue with you is going to be your beast shape.
I
But
got
you've
a
already
lot
used,
of hit points.
but you've already used it once. So all I got to do is get you to use it one more time.
Whoa.
We're okay. Oh shit. Ty, you and Trent live together, don't you?
Yes.
Go
It's his
yell at him.
laptop, probably.
Go
It's
yell
his
at him.
laptop, I think.
Gosh darn it! Now we're just here by ourselves, alive.
His machine probably just locked up on him.
Oh goodness gracious. Anyway,
Oh,
how's
here he
everyone?
is. Good. I was gonna say if it was a battle royale, I think Frederick would win, possibly because he has the most hit points he has according
Yeah,
compared to
many
Tread, but
Technically, I think I would have more just because I can be shape and get a lot of hit points from that.
Well, yeah, but I can do more damage per hit, and I can hit realistically 4 times in a single turn,
Wow.
with a potential to crit at least twice. Twice because my crit range is 19 to 20, and yours is only 20.
I have
mean-
backups.
That, and I have my savage attacker, so each turn I get to reroll one weapon's damage dice to get, use either total.
I have a spell that would actually work really well on Frederick.
okay.
I don't
Which
know.
one is that? You gonna turn
Oh, I
him
haven't
into a
used it
mushroom?
yet. I'm holding it. I'm holding that one for later.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. I will be honest though, if it is an intelligence save, I'm gonna suck some dick on that one. It's only I have no bonus.
I don't believe it is, but it is consistent damage.
my intelligence is like 11, so
I'm not that worried about it. It'll be okay. You know what I have? You know what I have? I'm a fighter with a potion of frost giant strength.
Oh, wow.
Gonna burn that
Nice.
on a fake battle royale now?
Or no, see that's the thing though. If it's a fake battle royale, it's non-canon.
Oh, so we could just do whatever we wanted and then nobody would know because it wouldn't really have happened.
Well, you
Exactly.
do realize that one of you has a wand of ray of enfeeblement still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't, Ralph. I didn't see that in your. I didn't really see much in your inventory, man. So I couldn't really do much with your stuff. I wasn't
Yeah.
exactly sure what all you're supposed to have.
Huh.
Well, yeah, but he has to hit with the ray.
That's true. Anyway, resuming where I was so really cut off by my internet.
Wait, if you and Ty live together, how did your internet get cut off, but his didn't?
This, for whatever reason, this room has a bit crappier internet, and before we switched the router to the one that the one that we get service from provided, this never would have happened. But it's now seemingly weaker in this room than it is in other parts of the room.
Oh,
That, and there's also a mirror behind me, and a mirror beneath me in the bathroom,
wait. Why is there a mirror beneath you in the bathroom?
because there's a bathroom beneath me and there's a mirror in there.
Oh, a different level.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
thought you meant like you were sitting in the bathroom currently, and there was like a mirror sitting on the floor, and I'm like, who does that in their bathroom?
Oh my.
No. Anyway, last I left off, Folsey was heading toward the center, and we were explaining things about you see people, and are people like shapes, but not necessarily a lot of active population.
So we think we may have seen someone at some point, but we're not sure.
Yeah, you're not sure. It's
Okay.
kind of like seeing somebody standing in the shadows on a street corner and trying to avoid being seen.
So they sell drugs here.
Pretty much.
Yeah, what kind
Like
of drugs from the Middle Ages?
oh, there was crap loads,
I think
man.
that was just the
Lots
plague.
of kinds.
I think it was just
Lots
the
of
plague.
kinds. The plague wasn't a
They
drug.
invent morphine yet?
Real quick, guys, I just want to say this is a sidebar, but I know we're taking a precious game time, but there were 2 cats in Missouri that were found that had the bubonic plague on them. Infected with the bubonic plague, by the way. Yeah.
Of course it'd be cats.
Yeah, cats are
That's
the
just
devil.
weird.
Let's just
Anyway.
The
all-
best
Never mind.
cats
Cats
are
are the
just the
best.
best though.
No,
I
they're
thought it
not.
had been eradicated. The plague, not cats.
Generally, but still samples for counteractiveness and research. Anyway,
Like to make vaccines. Okay.
Anyway, let's keep going.
you make it down to this large, very open area, and in the center of it, there is kind of the solitary building.
Okay.
Yes, it's not overly large, but it does seem to be important. It has more of a etchings and carvings, and there's more work put into this. And see, even though you're farther away from like the political district or the upper crust area, this has a significant amount of going into it.
Okay. Now that we're in the center of town, I assume we're probably like somewhere around here, or
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
over
Yeah.
here. Yeah. Okay.
You're somewhere in like this open area. It's a good. This is like an empty Coliseum size space with this building in the middle of it.
Now are we
Is it a
talking
big
about
building?
this brown block? I mean, gray block.
That little
right?
block right there.
That thing's massive.
This thing. It's not massive, but the area around it is
Okay.
massive.
Is there what?
Is it locked? Is it large? Can we get in? Is there anybody around?
Can we burn it down?
Seems
We
to be
don't want to
made
burn
out
it
of
down until
stone.
we
yeah.
find out what's in it.
Right. Let's search for any doors.
You go to it and you see a large opening. It seems to have had doors. Those seem to be broken.
I'm going
So
to.
we can just walk in?
You can.
I'm gonna just go in a little bit, say hello, wait for a response, see if I see anyone.
You feel a slight pull as you go inside, and the necklace kind of lifts forward just a little bit.
This is concerning. Anytime this happens, either we get attacked or
Wait, did we go down a dungeon or something?
what the heck? What?
Inside, there seems to be kind of an unnatural darkness.
You mean like magical?
It's thick enough that not even your dark vision can pierce it.
Uh,
You get this.
Probably imagine, yeah.
Athyer also joins you, and he kind of starts feeling around on the walls on either side, like he's looking for something. And all of a sudden, as he does that, the darkness dissipates and is replaced with a very, very bright kind of witch light, like you would have in an electric house. And
So-
it relieves some of the area,
Whoa.
and you
so
find
you
yourself.
see that beyond. Oh,
And you find yourself in this kind of call it a temple. The witchlight isn't all that's a pile of debris. The witchlight isn't all that bright, and it seems to be more situational. So if someone gets closer to it, it becomes brighter, and it sheds more light. This place is actually kind of falling apart. You see that there are large gaps in the stone walls where they are kind of come apart just a little bit, but the solid structure seems surprisingly solid. And you see two archways on either side, and in the distance you can see this kind of altar at the end.
oh no.
Okay, so what is this right here?
That is a wall. There's kind of a crack there.
Okay, and is this an archway?
Yes.
Okay.
You feel those just a little bit more so that you can clearly see them.
And these things, are these sarcophagi?
Those are benches carved from the
Okay.
stone that they're sitting on.
Just making sure, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I did
you-
not toss you into a vampire nest.
let's let's take a look through this archway.
As you go into there, you see just off to the left a broken statue, and it seems to be like something purposely broke it. Like they started to grind it down, and the witch light in here gets brighter and brighter. And there is evidence that there was at one time bookcases in some places, but there seems to be scuffs, and there's only one bookcase in the northern part of the room.
Not much
At
of a
an
reader
angle.
myself, but
let's take a look.
the absolute said that not his truth and knowledge and power and such. So let's
All right, you
politely
said there's a.
search the bookcase.
I was gonna say, is there a bookcase? Is there any books in it?
You check the bookcase, and there are a number of old dusty tomes that when you touch them, the pages just seem to fall to dust, and only like
Oh dear.
the bindings are left.
That's not good.
Okay, we should stop touching it then.
Well, the pages at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the pages.
Is
That's
there
only
any-
a couple of them. There's like only 3 books on here. The other ones, there seems like there used to be books, but they're missing.
Oh shoot.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, that's that. I want to go check out the altar.
Okay, this thing raises up 5 to 10 feet, and as you make kind of an investigation,
Do you want me to do an investigation?
sure, make an investigation check.
4. What?
There's an altar and there's some stuff on it.
I can dig it.
Whoa.
Is that canon? The image
Oh,
that
that's
I'm looking at right now?
uh,
The bones and
yeah, it is. There seems to be a humanoid skeleton shoved into this bowl. It's a rather large bowl, kind of more like a small basin, and
Okay.
it's curled up in the fetal position, and you see that there is kind of a leather strap uh, going over one shoulder, and it seems to be clutching something.
Oh, this is bait. This is bait. But I'm gonna bite.
I could use Mage Hand to press on it.
That's smart. Let's try that one
Okay.
first before I start grabbing shit.
I'm gonna Mage, move up. Can't remember the distance of Mage Hand, but I'll move up a little bit and cast Mage Hand on it to just try to like nudge it a little bit.
I'm going to have I'm gonna ready an action to swing on this thing if it tries to attack.
Folsey is, of course, watching the door, watching as you guys all cluster around this altar. And a mage hand appears, and you begin to. You just like push on it?
Yeah.
Try and take it. Take the thing.
Uh,
It's
If
clutching.
it's
Well, there's a
Uh,
leather strap, and there seems to be holding something. So there's two different things.
Try the leather strap first.
okay, let's pick up the leather strap. It's not more than 10 pounds, we hope.
Probably not. It pulls, and it kind of. It appears to be like a strap of a bag. It pulls up, and the skeleton just kind of moves as it's kind of laying on whatever it is.
Okay.
The
And
roller coaster of emotions over here.
Am I able to wiggle it free or?
the skeleton is solidly on it. You'd have to probably exert a lot more force than that in order to get it up.
Lundgren, do you think
Okay.
it's safe?
I mean, it hasn't. Can I do an Arcana check on it to see? I'm going to do that. Never mind. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Are you sure? Can I?
I just want to do it just to see if there's any residual energy, and somebody who's better than me at perception should check for traps.
I'm just gonna. You know what? Frederick's not a smart man, but he is a brave man. I'm just gonna go up and grab it.
Does a 15
what are
tell
you
us
grabbing?
anything?
I'm gonna go ahead. Let's finish with Lundgren.
Technically, Arcana is about historical knowledge or magical knowledge and knowledge dealing with things. It's not like an actual search check,
Oh,
like
okay.
using detect magic with, but you determine that this altar is part of not necessarily a magical ceremony, but it is of religious importance. Other than that, you can't really tell.
Okay. I forgot about that.
Okay, dope. I'm gonna grab the leather strap.
Okay, you grab the leather strap.
Mm-hmm.
It's surprisingly solid. This skeleton looks like it's been here a while. You're just gonna yank?
Yeah.
Okay. You yank it up, and the head falls off, and you the rib cage moves up with it, and you jerk it free, and there's this decent sized, rather not necessarily ornate, but well crafted leather bag is in your hand.
I'm gonna open the bag.
Is it
Looking
clean or
past it.
dirty?
It seems fine. Yeah, it's a little dusty. You open the bag. There's nothing inside.
I'm gonna stick my hand in the bag. Does it stop?
Oddly
How far
enough, it
does my arm
doesn't.
go in? What?
It doesn't. It just keeps going.
Awesome.
Oh, no way. It isn't.
Shoulder?
What?
Up to my shoulder?
Yeah.
Now, player knowledge aside, could I make some kind of knowledge check to see if Frederick would know what this is?
Yes, you may. You may make what would it be? You've had training, so
Arcana? Question mark?
Arcana would probably be the best bet.
Please, God, let it be good. 13. That's okay. I'll take a 13.
You've heard of objects like this before. They are rather common, not necessarily in the Western Kingdom, maybe more in the East, but you've definitely seen something like this before. One of the members in court and the local hierarchies have a lot of wizards and sorcerers on hand. They have generally containers that hold more than they are considered to be able to. And you think real hard and you remember that they're called bags of holding.
Oh,
That's
girl.
gonna be my next question. If it was the bag or the handy haversack. It's a bag.
Dude,
I
that
just like
thing-
to say,
if we sold that, I mean,
No.
No, we're not selling it. No way. I'm not selling that.
right.
I would just like to say that I was rolling some random loot, and this was one of the random items.
Oh, wow.
I guess we don't have to spend a lot of money up front to get one of these now.
All right, I'm gonna go through later and just start shoving shit in the bag of holding, but I'm gonna not do that. All right, you said the skeleton is holding something.
Well, it was holding something when it was in its fetal position. Now you've kind of broken it up. Now it's just kind of got one arm on it.
Well, I'll respecting the dead, pull the arm up, lay it to the side, and take that.
Okay. In your hand is this kind of large, very leather-bound book. It seems more solid. It seems like it actually encapsulates the pages as if to preserve them. And it is this dark, moderately frayed on the edges leather tome. It's about not necessarily shoebox depth, but it's pretty close. And it's about shoebox dimensions, width, a little bit wider. So probably maybe just over a foot wide and just over a foot tall.
Wow.
Is there any writing on it?
Well, if you're looking at it,
Well,
because if I
yeah.
remember correctly, you're a bit farther back.
No, they moved
Oh,
all. We're all within like 5
can
feet,
I-
except for
I
down.
could look
going.
over this, like this way.
Okay. Make a search on it.
Yeah, I'll hand it to him.
Are there words on it?
Not that you can tell. There does seem to be some kind of writing or something that could be writing, but you're not really sure if it is writing.
Huh. Okay. So what would that be for a roll? Let's see.
There's also a large lock on the side.
Oh. Okay.
Anyone have anything to unlock stuff?
We have that demon head key.
I don't think that works in everything, boss man.
And that
you-
other key I thought we got too, but
The
I can't
keyhole
remember.
that you encounter is much smaller than any of the keys you've encountered before. This is like one of those small, I'm going to call it a journal key, like they have so that no one can read it. It's not a very impressive looking lock. It's a very small key, but it looks solid.
Okay, could we like search? I'm gonna do a or like, would that be perception or like no? It would be investigation. I want to see if somebody dropped the key nearby.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be the key anywhere nearby.
Okay. Darn it. That's all I got for now.
How sturdy does this lock look?
In your experience, there seems to be stronger locks out there.
So, would Frederick realistically? You know what? I am playing Frederick. I'm gonna take a dagger and kind of just like try and jimmy it.
Jimmy, yep.
You know how like you take a screwdriver and a door lock and you pop it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I was really hoping someone responded and it wasn't just me. But yeah, I'm gonna try and take a dagger and kind of just try and pop it.
Leverage.
Yeah. If not, I think Yoan, you said you had something that could unlock stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
if you-
knock. Yeah.
Yeah. He could probably just use that if it's a lock and just unlock it.
Well,
Well,
I don't know if I memorized it though. That's the whole thing.
I think
Oh,
knock uses up a spell slot anyway.
mm,
So let's
okay.
try the dagger thing first.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I should hand the book to you first so you don't stab me by accident.
It seems to be more of a dexterity check because
Okay.
it's not like you want to stab into the book, which would be a strength, but this is more of a
Finesse.
fiddly Jiminy.
Okay, so you want
Okay.
dexterity save or just straight dexterity check?
Just a straight dexterity roll.
I have a question. How delicious do these bones look?
They look
11.
a little old. You try to jimmy it with a little bit, but it seems pretty sturdy for its size. It seems a bit odd.
Okay, well, I'm out of ideas.
Is it magical?
Is it magical?
I don't know. I'd have to with that magic
know, DM.
history. It's
Is
not
it?
like I can't do detect magic right now. So
Yo, I have an idea. I want to use my hammer and my crowbar. Try to pop the lock.
I'm thinking of this lock that it's about the size of a human thumb.
Yeah.
For
Lunga,
some
you're gonna
reason.
put the book on the ground. You're gonna put a foot on it for bracing it. I'm gonna put my crowbar right there where the lock latch meets. I'm gonna hit it with my hammer and pop it.
All right.
Okay.
Hold
Make
on.
a strength roll.
23.
You just wail on this thing, and if it were a normal lock, it would have gone through. But it somehow manages to stop the massive
magical.
hit that you hit on there, and it just kind of bounces off. You're kind of surprised by this.
Let's get Folsey over here. We could send somebody else to guard if he knows something about this.
I don't think he would know anything about it. Let's leave him on guard duty right now. Little tests. You know, make sure.
Okay, so you can't jimmy it with an ungodly strength roll. You obviously can't break it. So either we do some kind of check on it. There's a magic word, or somebody uses a magic spell to unlock it.
I'm gonna walk over to Yoan and just be like, "Can you unlock this?"
Oh, can he identify? Could he use identify as a ritual to find out about the lock itself, or no?
Well, well, I don't know.
Theoretically, he could, or he might be able to consider if it's enchanted or not.
I forgot about that. That's a wizard thing.
Like I said, I've got knock, but it's not memorized, so.
So you just want to take a cast as a ritual, identify object, and
I don't have identify memorized either.
Well, you can cast it as a ritual, I think, without having to have it memorized.
Oh, okay.
I'm
And
not
it would
sure on
take-
that though.
I don't.
we'll say for the sake of ease of this, yes,
And it
Yeah.
takes an hour?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Oh, that's right. It took an hour last time because they had to identify like 10 things.
hmm
I forgot that. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it, I guess.
Okay, so you guys patiently wait as no one attempts to identify this object, and the best you can tell is that this is a book that has been enchanted with a lock to keep it closed. It's
So
surprisingly
is-
strong for a magical lock to be on a book like this. That it would need either a very, very powerful incantation to break it open, or the key.
Is
I don't
the
know.
writing that's maybe not writing like an illusory script?
I have an idea. I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding. I'm gonna think really hard about a key. Do I find a key?
Your hand is still empty.
If I turn the bag upside down and shake it, does anything come out?
Nothing comes out.
Shit.
So, like, beyond my ability to knock.
significantly.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we can't break it open with magic or muscle, then I guess we should just table this investigation until later.
I would agree with that statement.
Hmm.
Since we're doing that, let's go ahead and take a look through this archway.
Okay.
Skeleton.
This one has another couple of broken statues in it, and it also has a set of recessed bookcases in the wall.
Are these books just as beat up as the other ones, or no?
These ones seems to be a little bit in better condition than the other ones.
Can we touch them without destroying them?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know. I don't know. Can I? I just if there's books
Are you
here,
going to test some?
Yeah.
all right. I'll grab
you-
some. I'll grab some.
You grab a book off the thing and you look at it, and it remains in one piece.
Okay, good. What does it say?
This appears to be a religious book of some type.
Okay. A religious book. What about the other ones? Are they religious books too?
They seem to be in the similar vein.
Okay.
Some of them are historical, some of them are theological, some of them are written in languages you can't understand or read.
Huh.
That seems odd.
Just like expecting to find a bunch of English written in a place that speaks mostly Spanish.
Should I bother doing anything with this letter as far as checking out the books, or I don't want to waste like 15, 20 minutes, like something.
Just for the sake of brevity, I'm going to say that no, this would not fall underneath the purview of your letter.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
To you, this whole place is incredibly fascinating because you really haven't heard much about this in any of your studies, and it seems to be a highly arcane leaning society, or at least it was, especially from the research that you've done with Lundgren.
Right.
But beyond that, it does not seem to be the current source of disappearances that you've been sent to investigate. Though this could be an extension or a cause for them to be occurring.
Okay, so we're in basically what it seems to me to be based on either a chapel or a school with a bunch of old books, a skeleton, and some rubble.
I'm gonna say a chapel, a temple of some kind. Let's go back and tell.
That's really flummoxing me, I tell you.
Flummoxing? What are you, from the 15th century?
You have no idea.
The amount of 40 slang he uses is fantastic.
All right, let's head back out and keep searching for a shop.
Did I take any of the old books with or no?
Did you? Do you want to?
I thought about it. I mean,
You have to tell me,
Okay,
as the DM, what you're going to be doing.
Okay, I want some books. Because I have Eyes of the Runekeeper, I should eventually be able to make sense of something, even if it's just a religious setup.
All right, so you take a couple of books.
Okay, so what should we call these, like Colombian religious books?
3 old books.
Okay, let's see. Quantity 3.
Okay, you guys going outside now?
Old books.
I'm gonna grab a smoke real quick.
Awesome.
For the record, when we're looking at books, I picked one up with one, no longer a raptor. Pick one up with one hand. It like flips open, holding it like vertically. Just sniff it.
It smells really old. It actually smells kind of nice, but it smells old.
Okay.
I take a bite out of a page.
It seems to be a parchment, so it actually kind of tastes pretty good.
All right.
I keep it with me.
All right. I'll be right back.
Okay, so we'll take a small break here, 5-10 minutes. We won't be doing much of anything in the game, but most likely bull crapping as we sit here.
So whereabouts in the Midwest are you guys?
Illinois, northern part.
Illinois. All those extra letters for nothing.
Yeah, you should look at French. It's much worse.
I did. I took French for 3 years in high school.
Fantastic. My problem was I tried to learn French at the same time I was learning Spanish, so that was a pain in my ass.
Well, it's a pain, but there's a lot of parallels, so it makes them easy.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I kept confusing the word for eat and the word for apple.
In which language?
I'm pretty sure it was apple in French, but it was eat in Spanish. Or Spanish. No, it was
Spanish.
Spanish was menage or something, and it was like the word for eat in French.
Well, the Spanish word for apple is manzano.
That's what it was. It was
And
manzano and mon
manger.
something.
Manger. Manger is French for eat. And then French for apple is pomme, which
Yeah, I kept
explains
hitting eat for that, and it's like or I kept hitting apple for the French one, and it ended up being eat all the time. I was like, but it's that and the other one.
it's actually the whole English and French thing explains why they had so much war.
It really does.
What's that? It's an apple. Non, c'est une fucking pomme.
Oh.
So have you ever watched a TV show? I think I've asked this. Have you watched a TV show called Letterkenny?
I've heard of it. I've seen Letterkenny Cold Open, but I've not actually watched the TV show. I've seen a lot of their shorts.
You need to watch the TV show. It's on Hulu, all 6 seasons on Hulu. It's great. It's hilarious. I love it.
Well, that's good.
Wayne is also kind of my my inspiration for Frederick a little bit. Just straightforward. No.
How about no?
Got it out.
Yeah, I really loved Cold Opening. Since I didn't actually get to ask you anything, do you have any questions about the world? Because I found out that Yoan really didn't know what country he hailed from in game.
Me?
Yes, you, Steven.
Not entirely, because I read that letter and I have a decent memory. So, like, I get the layout and I get who I serve, and I understand that the house is probably in line with worshiping Pelor, which I assume most noble families would be aligned with such a similar thing. Especially a house which has nobles beneath them. No, I kind of just really want to find a shop to, one, dump at least half my weapons for gold, if that's possible, or to at least raid and get shit.
Well, the place to actually sell weapons would be the surface.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But
I'm trying to build this up as much of a theme of this is abandoned, but yet not really abandoned, but not necessarily a thriving economic base.
Okay. I still want to take a quick look around the place just to
Well, that's totally fine.
make sure
I
it's
just have
okay.
to pull some stuff out my ass now.
I'm back.
Okay.
Mhm.
Have you guys do you watch any anime?
Me?
Trent
anyone.
does.
Yes.
A little bit.
Have you watched Goblin Slayer?
I have not. I want to.
Heard of it.
I just finished I watched like all 12 episodes over like 2 days.
Are they like half-hour episodes? Because then that's not very impressive.
Well, they are half-hour episodes, but you know what? It was listen,
worth
buddy.
it. It was worth it. I do want to watch it, and I find it amusing that it has a lot of D&D references in it.
Oh my god, that's what I was about to say. Is it's just
You just sold
it's
me on it.
all it is. It's a D&D campaign where all the characters have tragic backgrounds and are chaotic neutral.
So pretty much every D&D campaign that most people play.
Yeah, parents are dead, bad guy killed them, done. But I kind of feel like the character Goblin Slayer right now because this is a little bit of a spoiler, but throughout the anime, as he's going through, he just keeps grabbing other weapons. This will be useful.
I thought like his main thing was a club in the first part, and it's just like club everything.
Well, he had a sword, and then he said it's too slick with blood, and so he picks up one of the goblins' clubs, and then starts bludgeoning them, and then that breaks, and then he goes and grabs one of their spears, and then he grabs one of their daggers, and he grabs a sword, and then he grabs a club, and then he lights some bitches on fire. And then he goes in and clubs baby goblins to death. That's the synopsis of episode 1.
Oh,
Oh, the whole party dies. One chick gets raped by goblins.
Yeah.
It is extremely graphic. Not like Game of Thrones graphic, but for an anime, pretty graphic.
I've read the Berserk manga, so
Listen, we're not going to talk about Berserk. We don't
we don't go there. Yeah.
don't go there. That is a very, very dark place
Okay, I'm back.
Awesome.
that should have never been animated into a 3-part movie.
There's a 3-part movie? Oh god. Okay. So
God, it's dark.
you are once again within this chapel, which is what you guessed correctly. In the underground. What are you doing?
Going back out, searching the city. I would say just for the sake of brevity. If you want to kind of just hit the major points.
You go back outside. There seems to be what used to be a shopping area around this major chapel place. Like you find evidence of old fruit stalls and places that would have meat, but there doesn't seem to be much of anything. It's all been picked clean either by animals or survivors or something, and it seems like most of the things are dusty and covered with cobwebs in certain areas. Other places seem to be stores. Those have also been picked clean. Some of them seem to have been broken into. There are also, every so often, there's like evidence of the assault that either was launched by the Order of Ethod or against the Order of Ethod, because there's just some buildings that completely burned out. Some have major structural damage, other ones don't. And some of them just look like somebody maybe just went in and broke down the doors because they could.
Okay, so nothing. We wouldn't be able to like scrounge up armor or weapons or anything like that to take back with us.
If there was anything here, it may have been put into a hoard by the Lumbians themselves, but they wouldn't be out and about in the residential areas. It would probably be secreted away, kind of similar to that strange little room that you found before with the mystery meat.
Okay.
oh yeah, I remember that.
Make a perception check.
Who?
Anyone who wants to.
Okay.
6.
It's kind of dark in here.
Man,
Thank you.
I just have the worst freaking rolls.
Okay.
There we go.
Yoan, you hear footsteps, not like the constant swishing of the scarecrows that you encountered before. That's just kind of become part of the background since they don't seem aggressive towards you, as Abster promised. You hear somebody walking around amongst some of the buildings.
Okay. Do I know like which direction or?
It seems to be coming off to your right as you're all looking at these old shops. So kind of in front of you and somewhere in a back alley.
Should we go
I want
chase after him, or I don't.
I want to try and sneak up and not like I can't sneak at all, obviously, not
Clong,
realistically.
clong, 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 clong.
But kind of like maybe peek around a corner, try and find them, get a look at them.
Okay.
Uh,
Go ahead
yeah,
and make a sneaker hide check.
So stealth.
Yes. So surprisingly, despite the fact that this man is dressed in full plate, he manages to move very quietly down the side alley into the back place, and comparatively, Lundgren is rather loud in following him, but Frederick is almost completely silent except for kind of like a rustle of fabric against metal. As you peek around the corner, you see somebody kind of walking toward that direction.
how far away would they be?
Maybe 20 feet, getting closer rapidly.
All right, I want to take the rope of climbing
Okay.
and I want to drop it out a little bit on the ground, kind of wait. And as soon as they get within like 10 feet, I want it to shoot out and wrap up their legs.
Okay. So you let the rope climbing out, and it snakes its way across the roadway, or the back alley. And as you're doing that, the figure gets in there, and you activate it, and it goes up and it wraps around the legs. He tries to resist it, but he gets tangled up and he falls back onto the ground. And what you're met with is this very thin individual. He has a long coat, reaches down to about his ankles. It's very form fitting to him, but doesn't really mean much of anything. He's got very durable clothing, very durable boots, red skin, rather disturbing white eyes or silver. Two curving horns go up from his head, and he has kind of shoulder length black hair. And he's
going.
just starts swearing as he falls to the ground and tries to fight against the rope entangling his legs.
Now, is he face first or on his back?
He's on his back.
Okay, I am going to draw the Righteous Avenger and put it on his chest. Not gonna stab him yet. We gotta just hold it there and ask him who he is.
I am a dungeoneer. Who are you?
I want to insight check that because that just seems sketchy.
Okay.
Dude, I
Wow,
believe him.
he is the most truthful individual you have ever met.
Maybe I could possibly try it.
Now, don't y'all continue to roll to find out to get everything. It has to be a little bit of mystery.
Okay, fine.
But you also seem to indicate that he's probably telling the truth.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm gonna ask him how he got down here.
He goes, I've been exploring. You seem very odd. Where do you hail from? I can't hear you.
I said, give me a second.
You have no idea where you hail from. You
It
come
doesn't
from the
say on
western.
here.
You come from the western kingdom of Sarand.
Okay, there it is. I see it now. It's like the last sentence. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's totally fine.
Western Kingdom of Sarat.
What?
What do you
No,
what-
no. I started walking down here and exploring. I was in the Eastern Kingdom.
No,
I can't be in the Western Kingdom. That would mean that this stretches all the way underneath the inland sea.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, you go far enough, you'll hit ground when you go swimming.
Wow, this is an amazing find. You see, he kind of sits up on his butt a little bit more, and he's kind of taking in this realization.
I'm
This
gonna keep the sword. I'm gonna pull it back just a little bit, but just keep it right there still. He has
he
red
seems to
fin
have
and horns.
he's kind of forgotten about it. He's just kind of contemplating. And said, "This could do so much for archaeology and all sorts of other things. I must get back or get to the surface."
I'm
And he
just gonna
tries to.
push down a little bit harder. Just keep him down on the ground. Tighten the ropes
Okay.
too,
Ow, ow, ow! I need those.
but not right now. You're sitting down.
Okay.
If he came in from the Eastern Kingdom, it means that there's another entrance over there. He came across. He's in the Western Kingdom. Have you not ran into anything dangerous? Like, how have you made it this far?
Absolutely. I've come across many dangerous things down here, but I didn't realize this stretched so far. By the way, according to your knowledge, all of you, the Eastern Kingdom is probably several hundred miles away from where you went in. There's probably 20, 30 miles to the larger cities and the port cities that are on the western side of the inland sea. And then it's 200 to 300 miles across the inland sea to the Eastern Kingdom.
Okay, so either he's lying or there's an underground route from here to there that's like 400 miles long. And I mean, since he's busy contemplating and not making jokes or doing anything really, he seems lost in thought. So it seems, at least according to his own knowledge, he's telling himself the truth, at least.
Hmm.
He's just kind of reaching into one of his pockets.
Hold on there.
Hold your hands.
Do you mind if I have a smoke?
I definitely do mind currently. And I'm going to just tap his hand away and I'm going to reach in his pocket for him.
Fine. You reach in and you feel a couple of small tubes. Kind of lenient to your touch, kind of papery.
I'm going to pull one out.
You have a roughly rolled cigarette.
I'm going to give it to him. It's only fair.
Thank you. And he
You
says,
need a light?
I'm going to reach for a light in this pocket. He points to the one on the other side of his vest. Unless you want to get that for me.
No. I think I can reach you with my sword faster than you can reach me with anything else.
Yeah, he puts the cigarette in the edge of his mouth. I need a prop. Where's my cigarette prop? Anyway, I have a pipe in the other campaign that I actually use, and I have the small kind of pipe blade stick that I like to use. But
the stem.
He puts the cigarette in his mouth, and he pulls out just like a little flint and steel and strikes it just a little bit, and it catches. Starts to puff on it, and he's sitting there smoking. Puts the flint and steel back in his pocket.
Shred is fascinated.
Who do you serve?
Whoever pays.
Spoken like a
Usually
true mercenary.
But usually myself. I enjoy the adventure that comes from exploring old things, old ruins, places like this.
Well, this place is abandoned.
That's all. This even better. I like the more abandoned, the more information you can find.
It's kind of abandoned. There's these weird scarecrow thingies.
I've heard those. I've stayed away. That's just creepy.
I agree.
He kind of looks. He kind of looks over at Chet Scala.
I'm just staring
You're
at
one
it
to
like,
make
what
comments.
is this thing?
What, the person or the?
I'm not actually saying anything. Just I'm staring at it with my head tilted to the side, like curious, like what is going
He
on.
look. He looks over at you. Would you like a smoke?
Don't do it, Tread. Crap.
I lean in and sniff it. Don't like the smell and like sneeze.
Oh,
All right, fine. More for me.
Okay, I'm gonna pick this guy up off the ground. Take my rope back. I feel like we should probably head back to the surface, guys.
should we take this guy with us or
We should
interrogate
definitely
him or what's up?
Well, I mean, if he wants to stay down here, it's his own thing. I doubt he could make it back to the surface on this side without help.
Yeah.
I would like to go to the surface with you. Maybe I find some contacts that I have across the ocean here. Or the sea, whatever you call it. It doesn't matter.
All right, yeah. Is anyone against starting to head back towards the surface?
You
You
hear
have to
Folsey
go
say, I ain't.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Maybe we can do a little bit more exploring.
Yeah, let's do that.
Are you
Okey-dokey.
taking the path that you took in?
Yes.
All right. So a couple of hours pass because it does take some time. You're several miles to cover underground and avoiding certain noises and things. And you find out that this individual is named Isra Toadspore.
Toadspore?
Esra?
Isra.
Isra.
Sure.
Okay.
Isra Toadspore. He is an adventurer, as he puts it. Personal dungeoneer. He likes kind of spelunking and investigating old ruins, not necessarily for the treasure that they might hold, but also for just the stories that they hold. Specifically, he just likes looking at old things and kind of figure out what they used to be. Kind of like what we considered an urban explorer today.
Let's
So is he like a demon or dragonborn or
He's a tiefling or tiefling, depending on your pronunciation.
it's
Okay.
tiefling.
so that means he's I can't remember how tall they are. Is it like gnomish size?
No,
They're average.
human size.
This is
Oh,
he's
okay.
about 6 foot, rail thin, but not he doesn't have an ethereal grace to him. He's more of just very thin and very kind of rigid.
As we're moving
Okay.
along, I'd like to take a look at this guy's equipment, like check him out, see if he's armed, what he's got with him, stuff like that.
Best make a perception check.
Oh, please be good. Please be good. Fucking shit. Perception, right.
Except for he seems to be unarmed except for a hilt of a short sword that he has on his left hand side. That is just barely hidden by the coat.
Okay.
That's
Huh?
as long as he doesn't go ham on us with it, we're fine.
Well, I mean, I got you guys. Don't worry.
I
There's 5
I
of us
figured
and 1 of him.
each one of us could probably handle it, but I'm just saying.
Gotcha.
Okay, as you make it up, you go through the very familiar
Find out where we
areas.
were.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's
The-
some we
The
haven't
familiar
explored.
rough-hewn area that leads into the long and torturous dungeon that you had been in previously.
Trent, refresh my knowledge. Does this continue on?
Yes, it does.
Okay, let's go that way then.
As far as where are we coming out at?
Upper left
West
hand,
side?
upper left hand corner of this.
Oh, okay, left side or northwest. Yeah. Okay.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Where's our guys?
They are
In the
on
upper
the
upper
north
left.
side, left hand side. Probably have to zoom in pretty quickly or pretty far.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'd forgotten because that was a couple of
So
weeks
long
ago
ago.
now that we left. Yeah. It's like, whoa.
Tread is
Yeah.
fascinated because he's never seen a tiefling before. Just throwing that out there.
I come from a remote mountain village that's basically in the middle of nowhere. I've probably never seen a tiefling before either.
He kind of notices that you're all looking at him and says, "What? You've never seen a tiefling before?"
I should no.
Actually, no. Sorry.
Well, I've never really seen such a pasty individual as yourself. Well, maybe I have.
Touche.
I've seen elves before, and I think I've seen something like you. What is your name, lizard man?
Most call me Tread Scala.
Nice to meet you, Tread Scala. Most people don't call me at all.
All right. Sorry about that. Had to get something to drink. Let's keep dark passage.
Okay. So, to his credit, and to both their credits, both Folsey and Toadspore don't really say much of anything. They realize that the area is probably dangerous, especially since they peeked into that one room and saw two dead individuals.
Oh, they're gonna be in so for so much more.
Yeah. Oh.
And for the sake of brevity, this does not dead end.
Oh, he's trying to encourage us to go on.
Do it. Go on. Fall into my trap.
Who's
And
trapped?
Just as before, I am keeping my eyes out for anything suspicious and wonky.
Suspicious. Let me just check to see that there is nothing there. Suspicious or wonky. Okay.
Left. This dead ends, doesn't it? Dead end?
Yep.
You lied.
At least there's nothing in it.
You
It
Well-
continues on from here. Right at this corner, you see that there are several holes cut in the wall for like storing objects or maybe small lamps. But other than that, they don't seem to go anywhere.
I'm gonna trust you.
Oh man.
Jesus, I forgot how long this is.
Yeah, that's the only drawback to this place is that it's
The only drawback?
He's
well,
not
I
counting the
mean,
monsters and other evil creatures.
yeah, but the monsters are interesting. It's not like I revealing things foot by foot.
I almost died.
What?
Not
But
interesting.
did you though?
No, I didn't, but I almost did.
What was that saying? About almost? Hmm.
You hear just quiet conversations between Toadspore and Folsey in the back. It seems to be Folsey's not doing much of the talking. It's just Toadspore.
What are they talking about? If I can listen out a little bit.
Oh, just some of the things that Toadspore has done, places these things, commenting about the structure within that they're currently in, and
Keep.
it feels like he came from what the way Folsey is behaving. It sounds like he's just tolerating having to deal with an overly chatty person.
What about this door?
It's a very thick wooden door.
Is it locked?
No, it's not.
Is it stuck?
No, it's not.
Let's open it.
Okay. You open the door.
Do the dinosaur. Oh, Tread, you can actually do the dinosaur now.
I have done it.
Oh,
Oh God, PCP man again.
You see a
My old
small
foe.
a ghoul just turns around at you and begins to hiss and kind of starts ambling forward.
Ah,
He also is not wearing any pants.
you know what? Charge, Righteous Avenger.
Awesome. Okay. Make an attack roll.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, that misses.
Longsword.
It's a ghoul.
It's a ghoul. That does hit.
Savage attacker. 12.
nice reroll.
Okay, so you cut deeply into the side of this thing, and it doesn't like it as much as anyone would think, and it tries to nip at you. And it just kind of busts a tooth on one of the shoulder of your armor as it goes for your neck, and you manage to push it off. Does anyone else want to do?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Does anyone else want to do anything against it?
Sure.
Sure. Yep.
I would like to swing around it and try to bite it.
Okay.
Who needs a stick? I have teeth.
You hit. Okay. You bite into his back, leaving a large furrow in its back. You feel your teeth scrape across several of the ribs, just kind of scraping off the flesh and muscle that's there. And it kind of lurches forward into Frederick a little bit and pushes off of him. Anything else?
I'm gonna blast him with my new clicky thing here.
Okay. That hits.
Okay.
It just throws him against the wall. You hear this crack of bone, and it falls to its knees, and it's still alive. It's kind of trying to get up, but it's in a bad way.
Can any of us rush it?
I mean, you can make another attack. That does
There
hit.
we go.
Savage attacker. I'll use that one.
Okay, so you swing and you cut off its head, and the force just rockets the head up to the ceiling again, and forces the body down into a kind of this broken heap.
He's not wearing any pants, so I doubt he has anything in him.
Yeah, Toadsport kind of looks in and hearing this dispute says, "Oh, you don't see that every day."
The sword or the thing?
I mean, unless heads are exploding off of their bodies and hitting the ceiling and crashing into the floor all the time around you, then I don't want to be your friend. If
I mean,
that's happening all the time.
It's not like all the time. It's been a pretty regular occurrence recently, though.
Huh. Good to know.
Okie doke. Let's leave this spot. Come up here. Go around the corner.
Oh, I just remembered Frederick said that because if it doesn't have anything, we don't need to search the bodies. Or the body.
I mean, he's a ghoul. He's like naked.
Yeah.
It would have to be cavity search, and that would be...
Unless Tread wants to, eat him.
Like, not doing that.
They don't taste very good.
Let's go around this corner real quick.
Okay. Halfway down the hallway, you see another skeleton hanging from the wall from chains.
Okay, I'm gonna go tap it with my sword. See if anything happens.
Okay. Nothing really happens except it kind of sways a little bit on the chains.
Okay, good.
How's this door look?
It is a pretty decent door, but it's not locked.
I open it.
Okay, so you open the door. It reveals a small room. Inside, it is. There's a pit in the south side of the room. It's covered with iron bars, and there seems to be a lot of raw leather around the room.
A lot of what?
Rotted leather.
What if we look in the pit?
There seems to be something down in the pit. Like this is grading over, and it's not all that deep, but it is an iron box
In the pit.
in the pit.
How much does the iron box weigh?
It weighs more than 5 pounds.
Does it weigh more than 10 pounds?
Probably a lot more.
Okay.
I have an
it's-
idea.
Okay. Oh,
Let's
the
take
rope.
the rope of climbing, send it down, wrap around the box. We pull it back up.
There we go.
Okay.
Most useful item ever.
Yeah.
Traps, carrying shit, grabbing shit.
All right, so it wraps itself securely around it, and you're able to pull with a little bit of strength to pull the iron chest up to the base of these iron bars.
Okay. Now here's the second part of the plan. Me and Tread will hold the sides of the chest, and one of you guys open the chest, grab the shit out.
What?
Okay.
This is my master plan.
As you reach down, you feel that the iron bars over it are actually kind of loose.
Oh,
Oh.
what could we try and? Well, could one of us try and pull it up then?
I say with your combined effort, you're able to pull the bars up, and they kind of go up, and you see that there were some etching, like magical runes carved into these bars on the bottom, but they've been scratched up, so the magic is no longer there.
That's concerning.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's do it. Just open the chest.
Oh,
God. Wait.
Roll
No,
for
no.
initiative.
Wait. No.
I could be a mimic.
Thank you. What we're going to do, we're going to pull the
Bite
chest
your legs
out, put it down, and then I'm going to throw a dagger at it.
Okay.
I am proficient with daggers. So it'd be one, let's see, what's this? R, 1d20, 6, 8. Does an 8 hit?
It's a unmoving chest. It bounces off, and nothing really happens.
Okay, let's open the chest.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Swallows you up and you're dead.
There's a pit in my stomach right now.
Okay. You're opening the chest.
Yeah? Am I?
Are you?
If he's hesitating, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, I'll just open it.
Okay. Make a reflex save.
That's my good one.
Okay. As you do that, you feel kind of this charge up of energy. You flip open the chest, and there's this lightning or electricity that goes around where the lock is, and then fizzles out. It probably would have hurt if you hadn't have felt that little bit of static buildup.
Fuck yeah. Good thing I'm not wearing, all metal.
Yeah, you would have been a goner.
Full metal.
I'm only
All you
carrying,
need to be is an alchemist now.
I forgot about that. I have
I'm
those
so-
tools. Give me that junk.
I am so disappointed in you for that joke.
It only gets worse. Let's be honest. All right.
So
Oh, I
Inside the
forgot about that.
chest, there are 500 silver pieces and 50 gold pieces.
Oh, damn.
500 silver.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Let me
what?
find my calculator. Where's my calculator?
That's about it's about worth of 100 GP in here.
Okay, so 100 GP a piece. Or
That's 125 silver each.
125 silver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me
then
see.
And then 12 gold and 5 silver each for the gold pieces.
What, 12? 12?
Yeah.
125 silver?
Well, 130 in all. Because the 50
Oh,
gold
okay.
is like 12.5 per person. So the 0.5 would be like 5 silver.
Okay, so it would be 130.
125. 130?
130 and then 12 gold.
130 silver.
And 12 gold would be up to 50 for that. Okay.
Is there anything else in the chest?
No, there is not.
I'm going to push the chest back down into the pit.
Okay. It kind of thunks at the bottom.
Okay. Now this portcullis.
Right,
What's
you
it
find
made out of?
It's made out of wood.
Okay.
It appears to be magically reinforced, but the lever is just right there.
Oh, let's crank it open.
All right. It goes up into the ceiling without any problem.
Cool beans. Round the corner.
Do-do-do.
Round the corner. Oh, look, another door.
It is a solid wooden door.
I thought I
Yeah,
talked to Abster about this.
It doesn't appear to be locked.
Let's push it open.
It kind of resists, but you push harder, and then it just kind of pops open.
Uh-oh.
I see the feet of something.
I was going to say the same thing.
Let's go rushing. Ah,
You find a zombie, and this one seems a little strange. It is not alive anymore. It literally just died again, and it's just stuck in a position. It looks like it's been propped up to be here. Like it's kind of stuffed, but it's not.
Huh.
you know what? For shits and
Okay.
giggles, I'm gonna stab it anyway.
How did I know?
It hits since it's not moving. Nice.
Savage attacker. I'll take the first one. 11.
Okay, you stab into it, and there's just this little poof of force, and it just makes the wound a little wider, and no blood, no guts run out. It's just kind of still stuck there. It looks a little waxy.
Had to be sure. Had to be sure.
Southwest of us, there seems to be another door by some corpses.
What?
Over here. Don't know if you can see my ping.
Oh yeah, where you fought Totore.
Oh yeah.
But I suggest we should probably go through this one first, and then maybe, like, depending on what dead ends where.
Loop back, yeah. Hopefully it all connects.
Yeah, somehow. Can't see it, so I don't know. I can't see very much of it, so I don't know.
It's a simple wooden door. It also appears to be stuck.
Kick in the door, do the down.
Somebody examine it for traps.
No.
Let's see.
Go
Perception?
boldly into that night.
If you want to just bust it, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
7. I bounce off the fucking door.
You try it again, and it opens.
Ah.
Okay. Yo, and as you walk forward, right about...
Oh, Dylan.
Yeah, Yoan. I'm just getting something that you can actually see right about here. You sense an open space.
Like kind of air.
Like there is a thinning of the walls. Like there might be a door there.
Okay. Do I see any? Or I'll start like. What's the? Is it like different rocks or something?
You just feel a space, and when you push on it, it feels like there might be like a metallic hinge that's come loose over the years, but it's still in its moorings.
Um. I got nothing.
Go ahead, Yoan, try and push it open.
Push it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll start pushing the wall or looking for buttons or something.
And make a search check.
Search check.
Be investigation, probably. Or perception, one of the two.
Percept. What am I looking for here? Oh wait, percept. Yeah, I see.
Okay, since you know what you're looking for, I'll say that you found a small kind of button. You push on it, and the door kind of pops inward a little bit, revealing what you can only assume to be a secret room.
Go ahead, Yoan. You found the door.
Hey, wait. Hey, come on. Fighters are supposed to take point, right?
Well, if you want, I'll go in first.
Yeah, I mean that's
Okay. I'll go in and just. I have both my swords out, just waiting for something to come.
Yeah.
You look inside, and inside there is a shrine at the end of the room. There is a box in front of it, and on the just to the just right about here there is a shrine, which I will create another little box just so that you can see it. There you go. There's a shrine, and there's a small box in front of that. To the left of it, there appears to be a chain shirt.
Oh.
a chain shirt.
Chain
Yes.
shirt.
Yes. Above this small shrine, there is a flame kind of floating above it.
Chain shirt.
Floating like magically?
Yes.
Magic flames.
Yes. It's just kind of floating there, kind of similar to an orb of light, but it's just kind of like a fireball frozen in space.
That's odd. Does anybody want to check the chest for traps?
Let's just open it. Let's go for it.
You whip open the chest, and inside you find a series of items.
In a chest. Who knew?
Yes. Anyway, I'm just looking at something. You find this strange-looking breastplate, and a small box, and a little potion.
A small box.
A small box. It's probably
Like a Hellraiser box or
it's more of the size of, I don't know what you would call it. I wouldn't say it's like a perfume box, but it's more like half the size, about the size of a wallet, but taller.
Okay.
So
Is
a checkbook.
Kind of like that,
Yeah.
but thicker.
Deck box, perhaps?
Maybe like two deck box, or two to three decks thick, but about that side.
Trent. This isn't.
No,
This
this is not that.
Okay.
No, I'm not putting that in here. No.
No. Your description was very close, though. I'm just like, you said deck, and I was like, nah.
I don't want it. do not want. No, it's not the deck of many things. I'm not that crazy yet.
3 decks of many things.
Okay, so this box, is it just like with a top we can take on and off, or is it locked or warded, or?
You can open the box as much as you want.
Okay.
Let's open the box. What's in the box? Frosted Flakes. Damn.
There is a very fine dust inside.
I find what?
Dust.
Oh.
I'm gonna taste the dust.
What kind of dust
Dude,
is
it could
that?
be like ashes of a body or something.
Oh,
Could be
gross.
cocaine.
You taste some of it, and you start kind of feeling a choking and sneezing, and it's like,
So
it's
not
very
cocaine?
it's not cocaine.
I should have warned
a
him not to do that.
It's not cocaine.
I mean, hell, paleontologists lick bones all the time.
Yeah.
Only the crazy ones.
No, that's actually kind of standard because apparently human bone tastes different than
I
other
don't want to
bones.
know how they know that.
Oh,
Paleontologists actually, I'm a geologist, so I know about this.
Oh god.
Exactly, right?
Fossilized bones, I'm not joking. Fossilized bones, if you lick them, they are different than actual rock.
Yeah, see, there you go. I wasn't
Oh.
crazy.
Tastes like
Okay.
almonds. Fossilized thing tastes like almonds. It's been found in Russia.
Less about the taste and more about the way it absorbs it.
huh.
So you could
Okay.
technically spit on it and not have to lick it.
Technically, but where's the fun in that?
I mean, as a paladin, I was able to lick everything, so I started licking everything. So Yeah.
Um,
All
you
right.
guys want to take
So,
like oh, sorry, go ahead.
does my knowledge of alchemy tell me anything about what this dust actually is without having to put any of my parts on it?
it's just of sneezing, choking.
Okay.
I can dig it. That'll be useful later.
Mm-hmm.
The potion itself is pulsing red, from clear to red. Kind of goes. Zzz, whoop, zzz, whoop.
Let's take a short 20-minute break. Get Yoan to cast Identify as a
There we
ritual
go.
on the breastplate and the potion.
Okay.
There we go.
You take
And
some
then-
time and kind of stretch your legs. Toadspore will not shut up, no matter how much you want him to.
I want to take some of the choking powder and kind of just flick some at him.
What the hell is that for?
If you kept your mouth closed, that wouldn't have happened.
Touche.
I believe it's pronounced tushy, sir.
Not where I come from.
Go to the wrong places then.
All right. Yoan, you find that it is a potion of growth.
Oh,
Potion of growth?
Yes,
Is that?
Like a large or
like in large. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
The breastplate is actually made out of mithril.
oh shit.
That sounds nice.
wow.
That sounds expensive.
One of our
You know what that means? We need to find a shop double quick.
We're working on getting to the surface.
Yeah, I know.
Get to the surface faster.
Or someone could use it.
Can
Okay.
any of us but Frederick use that stuff?
Who in the group can wear medium armor made of metal?
Not. I'm trying to think, but not me.
I'm technically able to wear medium, but it's metal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
'cause
see.
that's all. We got the mithril breastplate, and we have the
You-
chain shirt.
You said med. I can only do light armor, so for me that's a no-no.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that Frederick is the only one who can make any use of that.
You see Folsey kind of raise his hand just a little bit.
So we want to give it to him?
Well, let me look at something really quick.
I'm trying to figure out which is better, your plate or the mithril.
No. The mithril's not better. I mean, it has some advantages, but overall, I really don't know what the Mithril would give it an advantage for.
It makes it lighter and moderately more protective, so it'd be less for encumbrance.
So if I wore the Mithril breastplate, what would I get for my AC?
You would get a +10.
Plus,
Like, wait, explain. Like my 10 plus my AC plus 10 plus my Dex plus 10.
Yeah. So it's your base AC plus your dexterity plus 10.
Jesus.
Are you sure you want to do this?
It can be nerfed later. The original AC I chose for this was 14.
Oh, it's a regular breastplate.
Yep.
Oh, so that makes his AC like what, 90?
My AC would then become, if we went with the plus 10, my AC would become 23.
Oh, that's fine.
what is it now?
19.
Okay, so
To make sure I'm hearing you appropriately, you're fine with me at level 4 having an AC of 23.
I had roughly that same AC when I was level 4 as a paladin, so
In
I am
5e?
fine in 3.5.
Well, yeah. Well, 3.5, level 4, and having an AC of 23 is normal.
Yes. Anyway, but you will, if you wear this, you will encounter things that will try to kill you harder.
No.
It's up to you. You can hang on to it to your later levels.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit.
Might as well put it on now, man.
No, I'm going to give...
What, give him an excuse to kick your ass?
No, I'm going to give... Yeah, I look for challenges like that, but I'm going to give... Folcey?
Folcey?
Damn, why do I keep forgetting his name? Sorry. I'm going to give
Because he's not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm going to give Folcey the chain shirt.
He puts it on, cinches it down, adjusts his equipment around it. It's like, this is so nice. It's kind of rusty. It's not the best chain shirt around, but
it's better than rotten
I-
leather.
could I cast prestidigitation and clean that off?
yeah. Okay, now it's kind of shiny. There's still kind of a patina or a darkened color of it oxidizing just a little bit, but it's not rusty anymore.
It has class and character.
I like a nice patina myself.
All right. Is there anything else in this room we can plunder?
No, there's not.
All right, so let me get rid of this chain shirt out of my inventory. Excuse me. Okay, let's go back through the secret door, come up around the corner, and see where we're going.
Okay. As you do this, Toadspore kind of stays behind a little bit.
Keep
Comes
up.
following you. he keeps following you after a bit. And you see there's just that flames just kind of following him.
Really?
I'm just gonna turn around. What did you take?
I just prayed at the altar. There was a god of light. There was the gift.
That's fair.
Okay.
No, insight. I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
Okay.
He speaks funny. 5. It must be true.
It is absolutely true. And I will give you a bone that it is absolutely true. That's the only blessing from that thing was light.
I forgot about that. I was too busy fixating on what the dust was made out of. Or not.
What is this door?
It is a simple unlocked door.
We will open said door.
Okay. Door is open.
Okay.
You find yet
Oh,
again
dear.
another impaled zombie. This one seems to actually be spiked through its mouth all the way down into the floor.
Bizarre.
What is he spiked with? Is it like a spear?
It's like a giant spear.
Okay, never
So
mind. Then.
he's been dead again for a while.
Yes. And just to save us some time, this path from the south all the way to the north dead ends, and there's nothing there for you.
Portcullis.
There's
Is it
actually
made
an
out of wood?
archway.
Ah. This one right here?
Oh.
Oh,
Wait.
let's
I'm a bit farther away. Okay, yeah, that is a portcullis, but you easily open it.
What the?
Hey. Look, it
No,
connects
that's
the track.
What the?
that's
Oh.
the wolf that I forgot to remove.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Ugh.
look, we're back to where we were with the other paths we have yet to explore.
Well, if you zoom out, we've explored most of this dungeon.
Indeed.
It's gonna clear up some dark spaces that lead to like nowhere, just to save time.
Okay. Oh man, this was a lot bigger than I thought, man. Oof. Okay, so it looks like we've got. Let's see, where are we? I can't believe I just lost where we were at.
We're over here. We're like
Oh,
center,
yeah, so, okay.
north center.
I gotcha. So we got that door down here to the south of us. And that thing, yeah, and this.
Let's go that way first because that one seems open.
Okay, so you're going with the door.
Up this direction?
Yeah.
Okay, it is unlocked, and
Wait, which
for the one on the right,
Okay.
This one here, I think.
and that just leads to a dead end. So
Alrighty.
Okay. Open archway then.
okay,
Is that trapped?
it's an archway.
Oh, okay. Is the part behind it trapped then?
Not
You know
really.
what though? An archway would be perfect for a trap.
Looks innocuous, but it really ain't.
Yeah.
Funny you should say that.
Oh God!
Fuck.
What the hell is this?
I'm gonna sprint into the middle, just immediately. Sprint into the middle, dodge action, ready for this.
Alright, I gotta get the fuck in
Okay,
Thank you.
All right. What are these things?
these are skeletons.
I'm gonna activate Radiant Soul.
Okay.
And do we get a free shot for lack of a better term?
These guys have been waiting for you since you killed a Torre.
Oh crap!
Damn
So
it.
I'll take that as a no.
They've been here a
I
long
gotcha.
time waiting.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, okay.
I'm just
That
gonna go
makes
ahead and roll
sense.
it.
Oh,
You
initiative.
need to roll initiative.
Yes.
I'm just doing it just because I assume.
It's now time for initiative.
Okay, that was a terrible.
Good
That's nice.
job, Ralph. Fuck,
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
23.
Yeah, dude.
Big
Nice.
old 8.
Oh yeah, sweet. All right, I'm gonna activate my blade thing.
Blades on.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I'm just looking at. Did you roll initiative? Oh, okay. You rolled a 10. Okay.
I wonder my I forget what my benefits.
There, it's listed in there, man. I typed it all up in there for you.
Right. Yeah. Under the core. Or, oh yeah. There. Okay. So do. Low blood blade provided heavy. 1 minute.
Just writing down some things, making sure I got all the things written.
What about Dungeon Boy? Is he fighting with us?
A dungeon.
the tiefling spore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Toad spore.
Toad
Yeah,
spore.
okay, toad spore. Okay, gotcha.
Is it toad spore or toad spore?
Toad spore.
Oh,
Like you said, mushroom.
Isra.
Isra toad spore.
Isra. I can just call over my shoulder if he's ready to fight some things.
What things? Oh my god.
Equal to your intelligence.
Today you become a man.
I'm already a man. Shut your hole.
All right, that's debatable. I'm gonna throw more dust at him. A little
What?
pinch.
That's precious.
We don't really know. I mean, it could just be dirt. Dirt makes you choke. Eat a mouthful of dirt.
Who puts
You'll
dirt
choke.
in a box?
People with gardens. People with flower pots.
Who puts dirt in a specially designed box with a lid?
My armor class says 14. Is that like before or after the?
What does it say on
Gotta
your
be
character
before,
sheet?
right?
Does it say 14 on your character sheet?
Yeah,
Then it's
Okay.
before.
before.
Okay.
So 4
Oh, then
plus 18. Yeah.
All right.
18 is nice.
Since we don't want to be on.
Yeah, for a wizard.
All
And
right.
just for the giggles, this leads to a dead end. So
Oh,
this is just a fight room.
Okay. That's helpful.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. Top of the round. Yoan, it is your turn.
okay. Oh boy.
Fire off some magic, buddy.
Yeah. Well, what's the range of? Crap. What the hell is that spell? Fire. Burning hands.
I think it's a touch spell.
Oh, it's a touch.
Oh, wow. He'd have to get super up close.
He does have an 18 AC currently, so
Yes, he does. That would
think
help
he'll be all
immensely.
right.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Can I cast shield? Shield
Yep.
would.
Shield's a reaction.
Oh,
until
to
start of your
take
next-
to take decreased damage.
Or
I
it
think it is.
increases your AC.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Shield is a
Shield.
reaction spell, so you'd cast it if you were going to get hit. And it raises your AC up by a certain amount
Okay.
for a turn.
Okay.
I
Cool.
guess that's,
And this is why I rewatch our broadcasts.
man.
I can't find anything to represent.
Yeah, I don't think I memorized burning hands. So.
Okay.
Oh crap! All right.
You could use the scimitar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Scimitar it is.
Because he cast a blade song, and that helps with that melee stuff.
So this square is just toad spore.
Oh,
Because
right
I can't find anything that's red.
okay.
Okay.
That helps.
How do I? So I should be able to just click on.
Right. How it's set up for me is that I click on myself. There's up top on the left. There's a bunch of different attacks with weapons and initiative and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It could possibly be there somewhere.
It is.
Yours is-
I set it up for him.
I was gonna say, but his is probably be more complicated than mine is. Definitely.
1d6 plus 5? All right. What did I get?
That does it.
Oh, oh wow.
Well, yeah, because it runs off your strength plus the 2 and your proficiency, which is also 2.
So
Or I think actually scimitars are
Finesse
Finesse.
weapons and strength weapons.
yeah, so you can use dexterity. Which is
How's-
what I think I set it up for.
he has better dex than I do. I know that much.
How do I do the damage
If you
Yeah.
in the chat click the name Seashell Scimitar.
if I'm in the?
Right.
On the
And-
right hand side with the. Okay.
Hey,
Awesome.
Awesome.
hot
go.
diggity.
Let's go.
Okay. So, you rush up to this thing, you draw the seashell sword, and it makes the booming of the waves, and you cut down right across this thing's chest, and it reels back and snaps at you with its teeth.
Its teeth.
Yes, it just kind of clacks at you.
Okay.
It doesn't like counter. It doesn't like counter bite you.
Oh, whew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't counterbite
Yeah.
yet.
Okay.
Right. Does that end your turn, Yoan?
Yeah.
All right. In the upper left-hand corner, the crossbowman picks up its crossbow and aims right at Frederick.
Let's do this.
It fires, and the heavy bolt just clatters across your armor. And it kind of seems to grunt at the other ones, like it's directing the other ones, and it kind of hunkers back into the corner a bit more, getting a better lines of sight on you all. As it does this, the one right by Lundgren moves forward, a large hammer in its hands, and it lifts up the hammer to drag it across your face.
My face?
Yes.
What about my face?
You're gonna
Doesn't
get
like
hit in
it, so it's going to hit it.
Oh, all right. We'll see.
Okay. I'm going to guess a 26 hits you.
My AC is only 11. So, yeah.
How is your AC? Do you not have any armor?
I have like leather, maybe? I don't know.
It should be 11 plus your dex. What's your dexterity modifier?
0.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay.
My dexterity is 0.
The air leaves your lungs as it just takes the hammer. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
That hurts.
You kind of regret your life decisions at this point. The sword wielding skeleton comes in and wielding 2 swords at you, very reminiscent of Frederick himself. He makes a cut and a stab at him. All right, the long sword, you parry the long sword, and he tries to make a pass through with the short sword he has in his other hand. And the short, he finds a chink in your armor of the short sword, and you take 6 points of damage.
I'll take it.
All right. Frederick, is now your turn.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna turn. We're gonna dual sword fight this out. Righteous Avenger, 15.
He parries your blade against his own.
This is gonna be fun. Long sword.
So as you see this flurry of blades, he just bats each one of them out of the way, and it seems like a really well matched pairing between these 2 swordsmen.
Action surge. Righteous Avenger, 24.
That hits.
He can go fuck himself.
Okay.
I think we're past that.
Savage attacker. I'm gonna take the 14.
Okay.
And then my long sword, 21.
That also hits.
8.
Awesome. Okay. So, that's not what I wanted to put, but okay. As you decide that you've had enough of this skeleton's bullcrap, you bring in your swords. You cut him across the thing. The armor kind of concaves in a little bit from the force of the Righteous Avenger. You bring the other sword across, and you cut deeper. He reels back. He's still standing, and he's now mad. And he kind of squares off against you.
I'm ready for this. Let's fucking do it.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Would it be an action for me to throw my bead of force at the crossbowman?
I believe it would be.
Then yes, that is my turn.
Okay, because you have to dig it out and then toss it. All right.
Okay.
Yoan, the individual in front of you, kind of moves his hand around, and he decides to take a swing at you.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I prefer. So you see the ball. Okay. Da-da-da. Does 17 hit you?
I don't know.
No, it does not
No,
hit me.
his
Oh,
AC was
yeah.
18 because of the
The
thing he
Blade song.
cast on himself in the Blade song. Yeah.
He misses, and just out of frustration, he throws the hand axe at the back of Frederick.
That's just
Oh.
cold. That's just. I'm not even wearing the mithril breastplate.
Okay, yeah. Take 1 point of damage as you feel this little thunk in your back as the hand axe impacts it. It quickly draws another one and then gets in a position. It is
Worst
now
vacation ever.
Tread Scholar's turn.
Awesome. You know what I'm doing? I'm turning towards the crossbowman, start running mid-stride, turn into a raptor again, and I am taking a mid-air leap at this guy.
Do the dinosaur.
Okay.
I am indeed doing the dinosaur. So because I am moving at least 20 feet in a straight line, this counts as pounce.
Okay.
As long as I hit with a claw attack, he has to make a strength saving throw. I get 2 claw attacks and 1 bite. So let's start with the claw.
Okay.
Where to go? 18 hit?
Let me check. Yes, 18 does hit.
Okay, and DC 12 strength save, or it's knocked prone.
Okay. He is knocked prone by this.
Excellent. That means the rest of my attacks have advantage.
Ooh.
So I get another claw. Hot
Does hit
damn.
as well.
Another 5.
Okay.
And a bite. 16.
That does hit as well.
All right.
All right. So you run across the room. As you jump, you turn into a raptor. You pounce on him. First, the claw brings him down. Then you bring another claw on him. Then you try to take a bite out of him, and he's just taking all the hits. He's on the ground. He's barely keeping you off. He's having a bad day. All right.
That is
Lundgren,
all I've got.
it is now your turn.
Yes, yes, indeed. I know what I want to do, but we're going to attempt to do the smart thing. And I'm going to use my special pool of D6 dice to heal myself. I'm going to use 3 of them. I think I have 5 per day.
You're level 4, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
So we add that in. 15 plus. Still rather fuzzy at the old math. Let's see. Okay. All right. Good. Much better.
Okay, is that your turn?
I'm pretty sure that's in action, and I really need to look into spells that are a bonus action because I don't have any of those.
Okay, top of the round. Yoan, it's your turn.
Oh, what
Standing in
about
front of you is an axe-wielding, shielded skeleton, kind of taunting you to come at it.
Alright, let's try that seashell fucking what's that?
The seashell scimitar.
That hits.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's not bad for a wizard.
The
No, it ain't.
the booming noise of waves crashing on stone happens as you just drag the blade across his skeletonized face, wiping the grin off of it, taking a couple of teeth as well, and completely just slashing past. Okay. I think that's your turn, correct?
yeah, I'm good.
All right. The crossbowman slowly gets up from the floor and pulls a short sword and tries to stick Dreadscala. This is a 16 hit.
Yes.
Take 4 points of piercing damage.
No problem.
All right, so he stabs you in the chest a bit, and there's a little bit of blood that runs out because it gets between your scales. He pulls it out. As this happens, the one with the maul brings back its hammer and attempts to hit Lundgren again. Takes 7 points of damage as he just smacks you again.
7 points.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Seeing this going very badly, Toadsport rushes into the room, and he, from under his coat, he pulls these small implements out of the corner of your eye, Frederick. It look to be these strange metal tubes with wood attached to them with a strange device, and he pulls back that small device on one, and he balances one arm on his other arm, and he seems to squint at the skeleton with the hammer. And all of a sudden, there's this deafening boom as fire shoots out the end of the tube and goes towards the thing. Apparently, he was a bit too hasty because whatever explosion, whatever that did, there is a chunk of stone that's taken off the wall behind the skeleton. Pretty close, but he missed. You hear him utter a curse in a language you can't understand, but it's vitriolic enough to obviously have been a curse. All right, Frederick, it's now your turn.
Fuck this guy up. Fuck.
He parried the. Ooh,
Oh, there we go.
hits.
Oh, and I can use my savage attacker. Savage attacker.
What?
I'm gonna use the first one. The 12.
Okay. So, you cut the first blade. He parries easily, but you manage to, as he catches the second blade on his own second blade, you manage to just whirl it around and beat his parry and stab into him and kind of wiggle it around a bit. He takes 12 points of damage. You really, really kind of screw him up and take out a couple of his ribs with that movement.
Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna try and I'm going to maybe try and lure him in a little bit more. I'm gonna actually take a couple steps, or like 15 feet towards Lundgren. Get him to move a little bit because staying still on a battlefield is bad.
All right, so are you moving out of his range of attack, or are you still within his range of attack?
I will move out of his range of attack to get him to try and follow me. That
Okay,
way I can be closer.
He takes a swing at you with his long sword. And you take 2 points of damage as he just barely catches you on the cheek with the tip of his long sword.
Anything but the face, man. We made this agreement. You said 2 points?
2 points. You also have a fantastic scar, if you wish.
Tick stick scars. All
Okay.
cadets have them.
He then rushes after you, and he brings his swords to bear.
Let's do this.
Okay. As he prepares to swing, he seems to, despite the fact that he has no eye, you see just a little bit of a glimmer in his eye as he just goes right for one chink of your armor. You take 1 point of damage as he just barely gets it in there and pokes you with it, and he just messes himself up, and his second blade skitters across your shoulder pauldron. Otherwise, it would just gone right into your armpit. And he comes back and regains his footing. Okay. Johan, the individual that you are facing with, at the sound of the explosion, he kind of looks behind you. He attempts to hit the tiefling. He throws his axe at him, but it just barely misses. He nimbly dodges out of the way, despite the fact it doesn't seem like he saw it. And then the one in front of you pulls out a short hammer that it had stuck in his belt, and it attempts to hit you in the face with it.
Who, me?
Yes.
Indeed.
The 19 beat his AC.
Yep.
Okay. Come on. You take 9 points of damage.
Damn.
He just hits you right in your collarbone. It's just probably the worst pain you felt today. You just kind of staggered back by it. It is now Tretskala's turn.
Let's see. I am going to take an attack of opportunity from the crossbow guy
Okay.
as I leap onto this guy's back.
Okay. He tries to cut at you with his short sword, but he misses.
Okay.
How many feet was that?
What's that?
How many feet was that?
Oh, I'm as a raptor, I have 40 feet of movement, so I'm good.
No, I meant if you could pounce on the guy you're jumping on the back of.
I've got 40. I need at least 20, so I'm good.
Okay.
So flanking,
the pound?
so advantage.
Okay.
Claw. Hot damn.
Okay. That
That's
hits.
nice.
DC 12 strength save or knocked down.
Okay. So you jump on the back of this thing, knocking him to the ground and just crushing his face into the floor. And with that whole swipe, and you just kind of sever the back of where its spine was, and its crushed face separates from its body as its head rolls forward. It is dead.
Did I?
One down.
Okay. So that was about 30 feet. I would have another 10. So
You can make an attempt to hit the one with the maul.
down in this corner down here.
Yes.
Okay, I will do just that. And I'm not technically flanking, am I?
No.
Okay, 14 would miss.
That does miss.
Okay. And I get one bite. And that misses even more.
So in your bloodlust, you rush towards the other skeleton, the one with the weird hammer, and it just kind of bites at you. Bite at him, and you slash at him, and you realize you you did a little too early, and now you're just next to him.
I got too excited about killing the other one.
Yeah. Okay. Lundgren, it's now your turn.
Finally, okay. Let's see what we can do here really quick. Let's see. Da-ba-da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna use one of my 2 slots, I believe it is.
Yep.
And cast Witch Bolt on the thing with the hammer right in front of my face. Has it been a minute yet?
Each round is like 6 seconds, so 10.
Yeah, it's not been a minute yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay, so does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay. Cast at what level? Have to be level 2.
Have to be level 2. So
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Awesome.
+4 radiant damage.
Okay, so 14 or 15?
25.
25. Awesome.
25 damage?
Yeah,
Nice.
10. So it'd be 21 because he had to use 2d12s for being a second level, plus his 4 radiant, so 25 damage.
So you're
that's how that works.
you're kind of pissed off at this skeleton that's been beating the crap out of you with a big ass hammer, and you just summon up your mighty abilities and just send it right down into his chest, and you just see you see like this aura of electricity just go around him out of all the little parts of where the bone spacing is, and it kind of straightens up a little bit and lets out a little bit of an irritated scream, but it relaxes and it's still standing, it's still up, but you can see a little bit of smoke rising from the bones. Okay. Ellen, it's now your turn.
Turn again.
Let's see, does that hit?
What did I get? Oh,
That does not hit.
oh man.
So you take another try to go on the success of hitting with the scimitar again. Sorry, I'm getting tired. You swing and you hear the sound of the ocean, but it misses.
Oh.
The crash never comes.
The skeleton in the upper left-hand corner puts away its short sword and draws its crossbow again and takes aim at Frederick.
I figured.
The 20 hit you.
It will just barely hit me, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Take 2 points of damage as this huge bolt just comes out of there and sticks a little bit into your shoulder. Okay.
I'm going to have so much fun in a second.
Turning his attention from the small, pasty man he's been beating on to this now scaly, strange thing. The skeleton with the maul turns towards Tritskala and hits him for 7 damage. He just smacks you right across the face with this big old hammer.
No problem.
Okay. Frederick, is now your turn.
So, I'm going to run up about 20 feet, give or take. I'm going to throw my beat of force at this guy.
Okay. The one in the corner?
I know he needs to make a reflex save. A dexterity save. I think it's like DC 13 or so.
Okay.
If he makes the save, he still takes 5d4 force damage. But he isn't trapped in a box or the ball.
All right, roll for force damage. He saved, by the way.
He's not trapped in the ball, but 5d4. 17.
Nice.
Okay. So you throw the bead of force, and it goes, and it impacts just a little bit above the sternum, and he's just blown backwards into the wall. You've seen a bit of bone splinters actually come off of him,
Oh, damn.
and he's looking ragged. There's visible cracks in his skeletal form, but he's still standing after he kind of peels himself off the wall.
Okay, that's my action. Yeah, that'd be it for me.
Okay. And having seen you do what to it seems like a really powerful thing of magic, the axe wielding skeleton, or now with a strange hammer in his hand, kind of turns toward you and throws it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. I'm just making some calculations. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as the hammer just connects with your shoulder. And you're pushed to the side from the force of it. All of a sudden, it's not there, and it's back in the skeleton's hand, and it throws it again.
Awesome.
Oh, no way.
Yes way.
That's it. That's bad that I know what this
Anybody
is.
use the hammer?
Frederick can.
And then it just seems to aim a bit more and throws it at you again, and you take 13 points of damage as it just kind of socks you in the jaw with great precision, and it pops back to his hand.
Okay.
How you doing?
All right.
I'm not the best, but I'll be okay.
It's now Tredskala's turn.
Okay.
Just need to hurry up.
I can swing around this guy to get flanking, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will do so.
Okay.
Claw. Woo!
Oh, that hits.
Awesome.
Holy.
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay. 14. All right.
Claw. 17.
That also hits.
All right.
All right. So
Does he have-
you come in, you claw at him, you rake across him once, you rake across him twice. There's just these deep furrows into his chest, and he falls to the ground with his hammer on top of him.
Okay.
Oh, the one next to me?
I look to that guy up there. I can't quite get there, but I start running. Actually, I only go this far. I want to get my running start.
Okay.
Awesome.
But
Is
I'm
now-
just giving him the stare down and a hiss.
Toadspore kind of slips to the side as he sees this giant lizard moving at him. It's like, I'm not dealing with that. Lundgren, it's now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna, let's see,
Cough,
move
cough.
over this way. And I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt with my last slot at this guy.
It's bugging me. I'm going to turn you so that you're actually looking at him.
I got covered, the square got covered again. Let's see. Witch Bolt.
You're not flanking him, so you don't get advantage, so that misses.
All right. And we are done for the day with our slots.
The lightning just barely misses his face and crackles into the wall. Yoan, it's now your turn. A giant bolt of energy just went by you.
Sorry.
That does not hit.
Damn.
You drag the blade across, try to drag the blade across him again, and you hear the slapping of waves, and the skeleton just kind of steps out of the way, and you miss him.
Okay.
Okay. The crossbowman takes aim at the guy who just threw him into the wall by throwing a little bead of force at him. And the bowstring on his crossbow breaks.
Oh man. Woof.
He just kind of tosses it down in disgust and draws his short sword. It is now... Oh, the mole guy is dead. Never mind. It's now Frederick's turn.
All right, let me check something out. Yep, okay. I'm going to run up the rest of the way. Righteous Avenger, please, God, let it be good. 14, does that hit?
Let me check. It matches, so it hits.
Woo! My Savage Attacker. I'm going to use the first one, so that'd be 11.
Okay, so you cut across him. It severs into his collarbone, down into the sternum, and the force just pushes it all out. He falls to pieces. His arm still holding onto the short sword, but now disconnected from his torso, and he just explodes in a massive spray of bone. He is dead.
Turn to the other guy. I'm not going to charge in yet, but I am going to use Second Wind. So I can regain 1d10 plus my fighter level. So
Okay.
sorry, forgot the space. 4 plus 4 is 8. And I'll take that.
Okay. The is that your turn?
Yep, that's everything.
All right, the remaining skeleton sees he's been in a pickle, but he's going to try his luck again. He throws the hammer at Frederick.
Oh, fuck.
He again hits right where it hurts. You take 11 points of damage, right in the pit of your stomach. The hammer comes back to his hand. He swings it around his head and uses the momentum to swing it directly into Yoan.
Did I get hit?
You take 9 points of damage as this hammer just smashes into your side.
Son of a bitch.
How you doing?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm at 14. I maybe take one more hit.
Okay.
I'm lucky.
Okay, Tritskala, it's now your turn.
All right. I'm going to sidestep around the buddy here, and I'm going to leap at this guy. I freaking love that raptor pounce.
Okay, that does hit.
Ooh, DC 12.
Okay. Hang on. Do-do-do-do. 1. Oh, God. He is prone.
2 more attacks with advantage.
That does not... Oh, that does hit.
22.
14.
19.
That does hit.
Another 6.
Okay.
Take him down.
You just tear into this thing, because I accidentally deleted the health that he had, and I'm pretty sure it was lower than 16. You just tear into him and ripping out bones. It's actually kind of a grisly display standing next to this to see this raptor just rip into a skeleton. And it dies. Oh, okay. I'm not going to retroactive that. He had a bit more health, but it's getting late. And yeah, it's dead.
He was prone anyway.
Yeah.
Let's search the bodies.
It raises its head just a little bit and kind of dryly spits at you and then lowers its head down.
I crush it.
Okay. You find 2 short swords, 1 long sword, a fixable heavy crossbow that with a string they can replace it, a maul, 2 hand axes, a regular shield, 1 dwarven thrower, and some studded leather.
There we go.
Oh man.
Dwarven thrower. Oh man.
That's awesome. I knew it had to be special. Didn't know what it specifically was, but it says it's like okay, he throws it, but then it suddenly reappears in his hand. It's like somebody's got to get that after they're all dead. I don't care who.
Critical Role throwback right there.
Oh,
You
yes.
You said 2 short swords, 1 long sword, 2 hand axes, a dwarven thrower, a maul.
And studded leather.
A broken crossbow.
I could use the
That's
stone.
fixable.
That's fixable. I've got to ask Isra about that explosion.
Okay, Isra has put away his strange hand rods. It's like,
okay.
you apparently know how to handle yourself a bit better than I thought.
Okay. You too. That explosion, was that technology or was that magic?
You don't know what these things. You don't know what these things are. I keep putting him
No.
in a French accent. It's not what the one I chose for him. You don't know what these things are.
No, sorry.
They're all the rage over in the Eastern Kingdom.
Sounds like I need to make my way over there at some point then.
Lovely place. The food is fantastic. Unless you are prone to having gas, then it is a bit of a trouble.
I guess I'll just have to eat by myself. That'll be okay.
Oh no. It's the crapping you have to worry about. It
Oh.
doesn't stop. You would spend an hour doing it, and it seems like it will never end. Oh. Of course, that could have been the raw food that I was eating. You never know.
I just want to throw out to the party real quick. The player's handbook lists 37 different weapons. I have 17 of those 17 different varieties.
Wow.
Do you need the damage for each one of those?
No, I have it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I think he's secretly telling us we need to get to the surface so he can unload.
Oh no. I find this humorous, and I have this crazy idea in my mind, just throwing them. Throw a fucking halberd across the map. Ugh. Fuck you.
You might want to keep on. You might want to hold on to that halberd, though.
I don't
Halberds
know.
are nice.
It seems just like a halberd to me.
Well, you haven't checked it out yet.
I know. We haven't had time.
Yeah.
Been trying to survive.
Too busy fighting and not dying.
All right. Real quick, does anyone have any healing that they would mind giving me?
Yes, I do. And no, I don't mind. I have 2 more D6s for the day.
Please and thank you, sir.
All right. That will be my total of 5 D6 for the day.
Okay.
Eh.
Do you guys want to quickly skip out of this place, or do you want to really explore the rest of it?
There's
Well, let's ask this question of you, DM. Is there anything left that's really, really good?
No.
I would. My vote is for skipping out.
Yeah, there's no good stuff.
By the way, this dark room over here has a pit trap in it. Y'all would have died, most likely, if you gone in there.
Where?
Over here.
Oh, let me zoom out. Hold on. Okay. Oh, right there?
Yes. Right
okay.
here.
We did pretty decently on exploring this entire thing. It only took 3 weeks.
It only took 3 weeks. I'm changing
Only
my color
3.
to red so that you can actually see it.
Only
There we
3
go.
weeks, he says. Only 3.
Folsey just kind of comes. Are you guys done?
Yeah, I
I'm just
think
gonna
we
look at
are.
Falsey and just like, where the fuck were you, bud?
Hey,
Hey, I was making sure no one was sneaking up on us. I've spent like however many years you said I was in there fighting. I'm kind of tired of it.
That's
I'm just chewing on bones.
a fair argument. I don't have anything, but that's a pretty fair argument.
Okay.
But yeah, back to the surface world.
All right. So
yeah.
you take some time. It takes a couple of hours to make your way through the labyrinth that this is. You get yourself on the major highway and you find your way back to that immense door.
Oh, that
Uh,
first got us in here.
Yes. Let's see if I can find the map.
Oh.
Yes, there we go.
Yes.
The original really crappy map of the towns.
We need to stop in and say hello to the. I can't remember his name, but the guy I stabbed.
You aren't up to the surface yet. You're making your way there. The door is
Don't you say locked?
it's closed.
Oh, can we get it open?
Folsey just kind of walks up to it. You can see the memories in his face as he reaches behind one part, and the door. He presses on something, and the door swings towards you, and opens into 2 halves, revealing that familiar mine shaft that you walked down.
Awesome.
Okay, good.
Good job, Falsey.
Thanks a
You're
lot.
welcome.
Would've
He walks
never made it without you.
He walks into the tunnel ahead of you.
Does he know the guy?
You probably know Sledge.
He might know Sledge.
All right.
I mean, Sledge is like immortal, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way up. Memory is pretty decent, and you find the small off turn, which is now on your right instead of on your left, to where Gutal was. And you walk in. He's sitting there having some tea. It looks like he just sat down. What do you want? What? Who are you? You bringing more people here? Where'd you find him? Where have you been? It's been days.
We've been down there.
Exploring.
Got some cool shit.
Who's the red one?
We don't know really. We found him. Figured we bring him along.
He was wandering around. We picked him up.
Hello there. Huh? He just kind of props himself up against the wall on one of by one of the chairs. Doesn't actually sit down, but looks like he's kind of posing just a little bit. I don't like him.
You said you don't like him?
I don't like him. It's not because he's red. It's just because he's a cocky bastard.
It's because he's red.
Okay. Well, fair is fair, I guess. Okay.
Pretty good
whatever.
distinction there.
Oh, and I'm gonna just look over and like, oh yeah, this is Falsey. He's with the Order of Ethod.
Really?
Guto.
Yeah.
I assume he's with the Order of Ethod. Much older. Falsey is much older than you are. Weird magic about being trapped in a painting and such.
Sounds horrible. Would you like some tea? I would, thank you. Folsey just comes forward and just like slings it back and says, "Do you have anything harder? I'll see what I can do." He goes and rummages around, pulls out the familiar bottle that he was drinking from when you stabbed him. He says, "Yeah, drink as much as you like, but don't get drunk. I'm not taking care of you."
That's funny.
Your people are very amusing here in the Western Kingdom. Are you all like this?
Just about.
I'm going to have a lot of fun here.
Glad to hear
Tell
it.
the raptor when he asks that, I shake my head.
You probably have switched back now because it's been a couple hours.
Oh,
Then I just shake my head.
All right, I gotta have a smoke.
Well, we can end here. Oh, all right, fine.
Should we wait for him, or should we just go ahead and end it?
You guys can ask a couple of questions, and then we can wait for him to come back and then end it.
I'm gonna
Unless
ask.
you-
Oh, go ahead.
Unless you really need to go.
No, not really. I'm gonna ask. Godot. Good day.
Guitar.
Guitar.
ta.
Excuse me. Guitar. If the order was the Order of Ethod,
You are right, my lad.
have we proven ourselves?
Well, I mean, you found a magic man in a painting and pulled him out.
Oh shit! I'm gonna show him the Righteous Avenger. Whoosh. Look at this fucking thing.
Nice. It's a
You
nice
don't know it.
sword.
I'm gonna put it away. He doesn't recognize it. Fuck it. I show him the tabard of Ethod, I guess.
Ooh, that is nice. I've heard something about that, but that's the symbol of the order. Yes.
Got the True Sight Amulet, tabard of the Order of Ethod. What else did we get that's cool? Oh, we got this cool demon face key. Oh fuck. Guitar. You're a fucking
Yes.
powerful magic user.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Mid-level magic user? We'll go with mid-level for you. We have this book, right? And I tried
Uh-huh.
jimmying it with a dagger. I tried
Uh-huh.
hitting it with a sledgehammer, with a hammer and a crowbar. Can you try and open it? I'm gonna hand him the book.
He kind of looks at it, fiddles around with it in his hands, and he's like, no. But it does seem to be very magically enchanted. You might be able to find a key for this, or perhaps a magic key that could open almost any lock. I don't know if something like that exists, but it probably should exist in this day and age. I mean, come on.
Wait a minute. Can I try
And
You said the demon face key wouldn't work. Wasn't the right size. Could I still try it?
sure, you can try it.
Does it work?
So you line up the larger key with the tiny hole. It's like, yeah.
It was worth a shot. That key
I
opened
don't
up
think
a
it's
lot of doors.
working.
You don't fucking say, Guitar. Don't say. Ooh, I'm gonna show him the big ass halberd we got.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's literally.
You've been doing this for quite some time, and you hear some footsteps
Is it Sledge?
behind it. And Sledge just appears behind all of you, and you can see that Toadspore is just kind of taken aback by the size of this guy's goal. Who are you? Sledge. Who are you? Ishra Toadspore. Nice to meet you. He just walks by him.
You know what?
See-
Sledge is magical. He might know how to open the book, or he might be strong enough to beat the enchantment. Sledge, do you think you could open this book for us?
He takes it, looks in it. I've seen something like this before, but I'm unable to open it for you. I am glad you have returned, though. You really have proven yourself, especially, and he kind of plucks at your tabard, retrieving this.
He should know. I'll show him the Righteous Avenger. Would he recognize the sword?
He kind of cocks his head and says, "It does seem familiar."
Put it back. Oh, Sledge, Folcey, do you know each other?
Folsey, you're alive. And you can see this kind of recognition because Sledge is covered head to toe in burlap, tightly wound around him. And Folsey's like, you, Sledge, it's you. Oh man, you're still functional. I am. You went missing before everything kind of fell apart. Yeah, he just takes this huge, several second draught from the alcohol, while Guta's just kind of looking at like, "Don't drink all my booze, man." I don't want to talk about it. Understandable. Did you learn anything in the underground, Von Steuben?
But I want to kick Abster's ass.
As do we all. It seems to be his lot in life to piss off as many individuals as possible, as
Say
his immortality can afford.
if you give us a little bit of time, we could make another delve. We could potentially take the city of Jargai a second time. Because you guys took it the first time.
I would not recommend that with this force that you have at your disposal.
Well, here's the idea. We could recruit.
I'm interested in this course of action.
Maybe bring to light the order. I know some nobles. Probably drum up a little support.
If you can get a sizable force to try to contend with the hordes of enemies that Abster will throw at you, I will consider exposing the order.
Could you give me an example, like a rough number I need to look at?
What would it take to assault the capital?
Openly, probably a few 100,000. Covertly, a few hundred, if that.
Somewhere in between those two numbers.
That's not very helpful. Not at all.
I would say at least 5,000 men.
Okay.
5,000.
I might be able to do that.
All right, I'm back.
Awesome. Just to catch you up, they've been talking with Sledge and Folsey and Gutal. It has been revealed that Gutal doesn't know crap because he actually came much later than all this stuff actually happened. And Sledge recognizes the tabard, not really much of the sword, and recognizes Folsey as well, and has suggested that if you attempt to retake Jargai, you'll need about 5,000 men.
Wow.
And so we're going to have to go on a recruitment drive.
Where are we going to recruit 5,000?
I know some people.
We'll have to see.
You know 5,000.
Well, see, I know these nobles and lords that have armies that owe each other favors, who I could probably curry favor with the promise of glory and riches.
So, rich man's arm twisting.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I've been reading up on D&D, and I will allow the use of I know a guy in this campaign if it's plausible. That might be able to help you to open doors. I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. If you can plausibly explain it, or if it actually is written into the story somehow, you will be able to have contacts that may not be available right away, but you'll be able to use to continue your adventure should you meet an obstacle.
Okay. Could I inquire with my guild?
If you found a representative of the guild, you could inquire,
Hmm.
which I can assure you is not within Crosswood.
Why? Of course not. That'd be too easy.
Of course. It's always
Okay.
too easy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did we learn something about Saronicus while we were underground? I feel like we did.
Folsey appears to think of them as being on his side.
Hmm.
He also kind of indicated that Ithod and he were brothers.
Oh.
Not him and Folsey, but Saronicus.
Saronicus and Athod. So one went to the light side and one went to the dark side?
Not necessarily.
Or somebody just subverted one's followers after he passed or something?
I'm thinking about something here.
Okay.
So Abster, right? Abster is he views himself as the god of truth. Ethod seems like the god of justice. Like justice, truth. Saronicus, his followers are all about equality. Am I anywhere close with that?
Well, you could technically ask Sledge. He's like
I could, couldn't I? Yeah.
You could.
Sledge.
Yeah. Yes.
Saronicus. What's the deal with that? With him?
Saronicus is a black mark upon the order. He was
Why?
Ithod's brother, and then once he fell under the corruption of Abster, he turned on his brother, as well as many of my kinsfolk turned against Ethod, slew him in an ambuscade, and now Saronicus is in the wind, if he is even still alive.
Okay. And so we met Abster. Well, we think we met Abster. Not 100% sure on that part.
An
Was he a pain in the ass?
Yeah.
That was Abster.
An apparition claiming to be Abster.
Yeah. Does he always disappear into a cloud of glitter?
Yes.
A little
Okay.
Just gotta throw
It
that
can
one
be
out.
terrifying in the right circumstances, I can assure you.
But so he said he was a god of truth.
He said he is not a god of truth. He wraps additions to the truth. The reason why he is a scarecrow, or a straw man, as you would call them, is because he is a false version of a memory. Such as compared to a man, a scarecrow is a shadow image. That is what his name means, memory. He is a memory of a man. Therefore, he is not correctly, in all his forms, exactly like a man. But he is close.
So what about Ethod? What was he?
He was a half-elf.
Oh. Okay, so it stands to reason, unless there's mixed parentage for some reason or other, that's Abster would be a... No, not Abster. Yeah, Abster would be a half-elf as well in his true form.
It would be Saronicus.
If Saronicus would be a half-elf in his true form.
So if Abster views himself as truth, would Ethod view himself as justice?
Ethod was a member of a military order that had existed within the Lumbian Empire for quite some time. They were referred to as the Order of the Southern Cross, and he was then renamed after him after he rose to prominence, much similar to your feudal system.
Okay.
Out of character and out of thing, this would be more like the military orders, the Knights Hospitaller or the Templars.
Okay, that makes sense.
So Ithod isn't necessarily a deity. He is just like a very prominent military commander or leader of a group of knights and or in this scenario, fighters, clerics, and paladins.
Oh. Okay, so holy warrior, fellas.
Yeah.
All right.
Potentially. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Does
Uh,
that mean everybody in the Order of Ethod died out? Does he still have some adherents or some vestige that we could recruit for our purpose?
well, we have Sledge. We have
We
Cow.
do.
Cow. Whatever.
You said many of your kinsfolk sledged. Does that mean there are still some who remain?
There are still some who are functional. Others have been tossed to the scrap heap decades ago.
Are you aware of their location?
Yes,
Okay.
but they, like the rest of the Order, are now in strategic positions throughout the world, keeping an eye on things as we are no longer a relevant fighting force against both the Lumbians and other problems, shall we say.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay, so if they're positioned strategically in secret, we can't be kicking the door down.
well, you can always kick the door down.
Well, I mean, we can't be kicking the door down to reveal them unless and until we have a more solid plan in place. Because
Excuse me.
Hmm?
Excuse me. What is this Order of Ethod that you keep talking about?
We have to throw a little bit of dust at him. Just tell him. Wait a second.
If we can trust him, we can have Sledge tell him or Frederick can tell him. I mean,
You literally been having this conversation in front of him. He's listening anyway.
oh, all right. So never mind.
See? Keep your mouth shut. No dust gets thrown in there.
You kind of hear this chuckle from Sledge.
If he's curious, I mean, if he's heard 95% of the story anyway, the other 5% won't hurt anyone.
That's fair. I just don't like the way he talks. It's the accent. It's the Eastern accent. It's grating.
I cannot change it. Why do I keep putting that weird like French lilt to it? I hate it.
No one knows but you.
No one knows but me. I think it's
Okay.
because I put just a little bit too close of French and German together.
I don't really have anything else for Sledge and Kutao other than just to tell him I'll see what we can do to drum up one to some support. Said 5,000. I'll get you 10. Two to find out more about Saronicus because if he turns bad, we should fucking kill him.
If he's alive.
I'll dig him up and kill him again. We need to find a cleric. And 3, could we leave Folcey here with you? Will you take care of him?
Of course.
Well, unless Folcey wants to come with us.
He said he wanted to see the surface.
Well, they're in a cave. It's 20 feet to the north.
I'd like to see
Oh,
this.
okay.
Well, we're going that way. Why don't you come with us real quick?
Okay. He takes the bottle with him.
I'm going to just look at Gato. I'll bring you back more. I'll bring you back more.
He holds up 2 fingers.
Okay. Yes, V. Correct.
2.
5.
He tosses a gold at. He kind of tosses a gold at you. 2.
Smack it away. Back. I stabbed him. I owe him.
Okay. He kind of does the little like thanks motion with his hands, and goes back to pour himself some more tea in a different cup.
All right. Let's make it to the outside world, and let Falsey see the sun.
Okay. You walk the 30 to I think it was like 50 feet from this place through the open gallery, past the Y section.
Past the demon.
That's in the gallery. And out into the sun you haven't seen in about 3 days. Folsey's even worse. He's probably haven't seen the sun in a couple 100 years. He's like, oh my god.
He's all pale and shit.
Oh.
You get the sunburn immediately.
You smell a bit of meat cooking? No, yeah, I'm just joking about that. He covers up his eyes and he just kind of looks around. It's not like summer. This is near the like after harvest. It's getting towards in the midst of fall, I guess you would say. And it's slightly overcast, but it's that weird kind of bright overcast where you can see through the clouds just a little bit, but it's pretty decent for sight. Just a little nip in the air.
Oh, excuse me. All right. I'm just gonna look at Falsey. Like, we're gonna go back to town, rest, get some food and drink, and you want to come?
Sure.
Get you some better gear, maybe.
And says, yes, I would like to come as well. And you see that he's Isra's smoking again now that you're out in the open.
I'm gonna put my hand in my pocket and just be like, "What did we talk about?"
It wasn't a group invite.
Stuff. Little pinches here and there. And I was like, no, you can come too.
I must say, your country is very green.
Yeah, we like that. Green is good. All right, yeah, I guess back to town unless anyone has anything else.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, since it is rather late for some of us, particularly our East Coast guests.
You mean half the party?
Half the party, yeah, half the party. We're going to cut off here as they travel back to the town of Crosswood. And we'll catch you next time to see what happens next in the Forging the Onyx campaign.